counting down 6,000 runs. Swing and a miss. Little bit of jag off the surface. You expect with the moisture around that to be something beneath this surface.
Yeah, rather nervous start here for Babar Azam. It was an invite to play that full-blooded cover drive. There was nothing there from Abdullah Shafiq. Sad way to exit. Didn't get a look in. Didn't know what to do with that length in this ODI series. Just playing inside the line of the ball and a good catch. He's been the mainstay for Pakistan cricket for a very long time. Babar Azam knows how to bat up the order in the middle order. Just 95 away or 97 runs away from becoming fastest to 6,000 ODI runs.
Excellent. The tendency here at Wanderers with the pace and the bounce is that many a fast bowler could live back a length and will be quite happy seeing the ball carried through to the keeper. There's some grass on it, and Murray, you said it. He's grown up here, Rabada, and his length has been accurate.
It's a place that you want to be slightly, if you talk about that back of length, you want to be ever half an inch fuller to force the batter into a shot, because yes, it does look nice when the ball does carry. Keeper's taking it up, but he's throwing. But you got to get it fuller. Third slip goes in, so attacking from South Africa now.
Shot. Beautifully played. Wait for 4. It's the first. 5 for 1.
तेरा ख्याल ही बहुत है।
चल पगली, मुझे पता है तेरे पास डेटा बहुत है।
जब यूफोन 4G की डिजिटल मेगा ऑफर मिले 200 GB डेटा, तो हर दिल बोले डेटा बहुत है।
From never to my first ever, join the flip side.
नए स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी कमाल क्या टेस्ट है यार
स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी का कमाल ट्राई कर देखो
नया गाढ़ा हार्पिक जो सिर्फ 200 रुपए में जमकर दाग तक भी हटाए और पूरे 2 महीने चमकाए ऐसा टॉयलेट बना नए जैसा।
Marco Jansen. He's got the ball to shape a little bit through the course of the series.
I'm sure South Africa would have discussed length, what line and what length to bowl on a surface like this. And I think it has to be that test match length, where you engage the Swarton more than the shot cover or shot mid-wicket. Can Siam stop himself from playing that full-blooded cover drive?
He'll be going against his instincts, that's for sure, and well advised to on a day like today, on a pitch like this one.
Yeah, I think it's important for South African bowlers to try and make the Pakistan batters hit over their heads. With that test match length, it is slightly fuller, but with the extra bounce, the Wanderers, you want to entice a batter to look to go over the top, and that's where you get your wickets. You find your edges, you get balls that splice off, and then you get the ones that go straight up. So with that slightly fuller length and a little bit of shape, you want to be tempting the batters.
Like that, Chris?
No, not bad, Kirk. Not bad. Such a good start. When you got the ball swinging, you have to hit it up there and force the batters to play. Just starts off the form that Saim Ayub is in at the moment. Not going to look to miss out on anything. Good to work from Bloemfontein. Very good in that region.
The other thing that Pakistan must need to understand and learn is that you can't break your wrist on a surface like this, because that's a subcontinent way of playing that middle instant line. An outswinger on that line, you're straight away looking to play mid-wicket, sort of tapped. Better off really playing with full face of the blade. It's buying time. Hang in there.
When players on just all of it turn up here, the test is bounce. But when you get to Wanderers some of the time, and today there's a bit of grass, look at overhead, overcast, and there's some moisture all over the place. Then you get a little bit of lateral movement to go with that bounce. So you really have to be on the mark with regard to what you play and what you don't. If you play first line and it goes, don't fall, don't get drawn to the ball. And it's a difficult thing to do just because these conditions are so alien.
I think it's important to understand that it's time in the Wonder game. You've got to give a chance to get in, get measure of the wicket. Take your time because it is a place where you can catch up strike rate.
6-1.
Share more. Play more. Like a pro. We go tell you 26.
हेयर वॉश शैम्पू हेयर कलर मिलाएं, लगाएं और 10 मिनट में वॉश करें। हेयर वेल शैम्पू हेयर कलर करना शैम्पू जितना आसान।
सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं इट वर्क्स।
To the lefty. Yeah, this is through the series. He's had a tough time, hasn't he? And they've just hung it around off stump.
Yeah, I mean, he's playing from the crease and hoping for the best. Not been aggressive movement forward or back. He's not really been able to cover that line in two minds, probably.
Yeah, whilst generally it's batters who feel I've done something wrong when they get out. Shot. Ball and driven. We've seen that cover drive a few times through the course of the series. Naeem Ayub with 4.
It's slightly a pitch from Kakita Rabada. As a stop call, if the Wanderers, you always don't mind if the ball outside off and cutting the drive. On this occasion, say, mate, up to the task, opening that face deeply, helping it through that cover point region. Beautiful shot.
Then just pulling it back. That's what's looking for. Want to make sure that batter has to play.
I think for the first 5 or 6 overs,
A display is made of multiple layers. Samsung engineered a brand new shear thickening fluid, which adapts to different types of pressure. Fit it onto the display's protect layer. With this STF coating, they were able to remove some layers while maintaining its durability and improving flatness. The result? Galaxy Z Fold 6.
And after the one he's just been beaten with, you see him almost change and go, hold on, can't do that. Got to do it differently. Yes, he's got a smile on his face. It's very much a case of trying to work out what do I do, what can I do, what can't I here, and doing it quickly.
yeah, he's got to have a solid pitch map. Like a bowler, he's got to have batting pitch map. And I think leaving the ball is going to be critical for the first few overs.
The length very good. Couldn't resist. Lucky not to edge it.
John, open the sunroof.
Ocean XL. Watch us move.
डेटॉल सोप के रोजाना इस्तेमाल से 100 बीमारी फैलाने वाले जरासीम से शील्ड करना है आसान।
iPhone 4G पे U Power 300 लगा with 8 GB data, 100 off net minutes. वो भी सिर्फ 300 रुपए में. अभी *1234*4 hash मिलाओ और लगातार बातें करते.
What ended occasion, generally? It's a case very much of the weather probably deterring some who are in the area, unsure of whether it would be dry all the way through or not, and so not necessarily braving it. These who are here have done so. And they're going to have to go through this, I think, through the course of this game, where the covers would be on and off. Intermittent play more than anything else.
As we all know, this is tester for both sides. Bowling sides have got to get the bodies warmed up again after the break, and for batters to make sure that their concentration is not broken, that they are out in the dugout, kind of a bubble. This nobody wants. Colors on the field. Hope that it blows over.
Here in the Highveld, normally when you sort of start off with really hot days, it might build up through the course of the day, and you get these huge cumulonimbus clouds that tip the rain down pretty quickly. Half an hour, 45-minute storms, and then away they go. But today, right from the start, it's been overcast, and even in the course of the night, it was rain. And it seems a little more that sort of rain that's going to kind of hang about. A little heavier than a drizzle, but not really heavy rain. Be quite annoying. Some rain away dance, I suppose. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough for players, and no doubt it's also tough for spectators. I applaud them, actually. I was talking just now about how some, despite being close by, despite getting tickets, despite wanting to support the occasion, the event, the day, kind of don't brave the rain because it just looks like one of those days. But these have done so, and indeed, they're to be commended.
Yeah, and I think it's important to understand, yes, we are here for the cricket, but sometimes days are bigger than the actual game of cricket, and such a tremendous occasion in a calendar for cricketers that we be able to give back. As a cricket player, you strive to win games of cricket, but this makes you realise that are things bigger than the actual game, and days like this so well supported, and pity they're training at the moment, but as you can see, they're fighting through.
Yeah, and what happens also is you end up sort of having your own fun at the stadium. If it happens this way and you've got to endure the rain or the interruptions. Skirmish is what he said in the change room whenever they're bricks and play and they're too long. Rambo.
Well, this is a lot. Not as enterprising as we were.
Yeah, they've already lost
Pretty
the
boring.
wicket. They've already lost the wicket, and it's the wicket of Abdullah Shafiq. The saying is really that anytime a batter gets out and the batter will say, I did X wrong. Some of the time, bowlers get it right. And he's got, and I'm thinking about the one in par, like it is, delivery from Marco Jansen. There's not a whole lot he could have done about it. And so you have that sometimes where you get a sequence of deliveries and you just are the one at the receiving end. And I feel for him, Abdullah Shafiq.
Yeah, and you'll tend to look at the batter. You look at other batters, and same Ayub's played and missed 3 or 4 deliveries, hasn't nicked one. and he's nicked his very first one. So the game is unfair sometimes, but in saying that, if you look at the consistency that they've shown throughout the series of where they were pitching the deliveries, South Africans were spot on against him.
Thing is that if you get out playing the same kind of shot 3 times in 3 innings, then it becomes a problem. You can't really make out. This wasn't such an impossible ball to play. First ODI at par, South Africa 239 for 9 in Pakistan. It was a very good game. 49.3 overs it took for Pakistan to beat South Africa. Second game was an easier one compared to this.
Yeah, in this one, Klaasen, I remember Klaasen and talking to him at the start of the day and him having to rescue the side. Salman Ali Agha was pretty good in stalling South Africa and taking the 4 wicket. This was the rebuild. And in speaking to him today, he said, well, didn't have to make a play, but just spend time at the crease, and says he also enjoyed that. And was it in reference to 2020 cricket, where every time he's out there, he says he feels he needs to make a play. Before we go to the second one, this is how Salman Ali Agha affected that first ODI.
Yeah, I mean, it was poor batting and spin bowling. The ball wasn't really spinning a great deal. It was just the arm delivery. Used breezy conditions well and hit the length, but they played from crease. And that was a problem for the top order. So that performance crippled South Africa's progress. Time with 109. Played beautifully. Salman Ali Agha had to bat well with the tail 82 not out. Ball cricket. Let's see whether he's given a go in test matches. But he's got flair, he's got good temperament, and shots all around the clock. And sweep, can play spin beautifully, then has this great ability to hook and pull the ball. He's got all the shots. Well, turned out to be a terrific 100. Went through phases. The big one in the end.
Speaking to him before that game and asking about his form and everything, actually it was after, before the second one, where he says, nope, I don't want anybody to be hyping me off. Just keep my feet on the ground and play the situation, be in the present. Him and Salman had to be in that first ODI. What a performance by Salman.
And I think what stands out to me is the patience towards the end of the game. Yes, he might have been running out balls, but he chose the moment when to pounce, when to play the big shot. And calculation, for me, what stands out is the big 60 hit of Tabraiz Shamsi when he came down the wicket. It was almost on a knife's edge there. It could go either way. And with that shot, you felt that he took the game away from South Africa. So just a great well-timed innings in the end.
Yeah, second ODI, 329. As you said, Rambo, that one easier for Pakistan than the first one, which ended up being quite tough. But once again, much on show.
Yeah, I mean, they leaked a lot of runs, South African pacers and spinners. 329 was a big score on that surface, and it was Rizwan and Babar gave them credibility and a great platform with that 100-plus partnership. It wasn't at a pace, but it meant that the late middle order got smaller number of overs to chew, and so as a result, they could attack South Africa, like Kamran Ghulam did with a blinder. Always good to see the captain in form, and so it was a good game for Rizwan, good game for Pakistan, because won the series as a result of that win.
Yeah, him and Babar Azam together for a long time have been the mainstays, and the two would together construct what is the foundation of a Pakistani innings. They did exactly that there, and there was a time many felt were going a little too slowly in the middle period of the game. In the quest to ensure that they set the platform, but it ended up being a masterstroke because of how that middle order played later on with the platform set. Kamran Ghulam came in. He played shots.
Yeah, he was excellent. 63 or 32, came in and did his business as you expect from a hit towards the end of the innings. And be rather critical on the South African bowlers. I did not feel that they had a plan at all to Ghulam. He came out and yes, came on the wicket, used his feet and hit it all on the park, but he didn't get the lengths consistently from the South Africans. They just bowled into his off. He just stepped deeper and deeper and kept putting it away. But when you do get bowling like this, they always say you have to put it away, and my goodness, he put it away. All around the ground, that's what stands out of this innings. He hit all round a much-needed innings for his team to just push over that edge for South Africa to be too far away.
Yeah, that's what's going on. Hence our recap of what's gone on in a couple of ODIs. Leading to this one third. Yeah, huddle under an umbrella if you can. Some might have given up and decided, I'll deal with this one. Get home. South Africans will chit-chat in their change room as they watch. Some will be weather experts. Will know exactly what's going to happen and will pronounce so. And debut for Gwena Mataka. What a catch that was. Unbelievable. Just 18 years old. He's bowled pretty quickly. You know, and he's got pace. Having watched him at the end of 19, tormented them. I'll be sitting around going, listen, we're not so bad. He's running up and he's quick to these guys as well. And 4 for 72. We'll want that economy to go down, but taking wickets earlier on will be heartening. It'll give him confidence.
Yeah, his temperament stood out for me. And eyeballing Pakistan as an 18-year-old, he wanted to own that space, and he did. So you look at the ticker, the temperament, the quality, and at that pace, yeah, I mean, he gave away a few extra runs, but the wicket column swelled up as well, so he's a wicketing option for South Africa moving forward.
A decent touch. And the class, and a really good innings. You're told to be back of a length. You're trying to be back of a length and hitting top of off as full as you can go and hit that top off. Sometimes he's pulling up that length so quick with those feet and with the hands, and has a big range. Henrik Klaasen, so it makes it so difficult to bowl at him when he's going. 97 from 74 was last man looking to whack one for 6 to get to 100. Pakistan, a huge win. 81 runs. Shaheen Shah Afridi. It's been great to watch. And I must say, in the last sort of year and a half, he's now returning to Shaheen Shah Afridi old with that swing, with that Yorker, and with the aggression that is shown. Ooh, drop the catch, he said. Skipper said, I tell you what, that might be in front. Let's check it. Checked it. And he had his man.
What was great about that spell was the variation in length also. The Yorker and the slow length delivery and also the accuracy to go with everything. So he's really running hot. Just wanted to see him in a test series as well, because you've got to cash in and make use of the fit he's running in, Shaheen Shah Afridi. So he bowled superbly.
I look back at a pink day some time ago, 2013. Similars, yeah, peaking. See, what scorecard is that? Yeah, you got another 100, Hashim. Yes, you did.
Also reminded me that he's the fastest to 6,000.
Oh, he did not. He doesn't do that. See, it's just throwing him under the bus. He would never do that. 343 for 5 is what South Africa got that day. A couple of centuries from a couple of wonderful South African players. And Pakistan, 309. A win by 34 runs. Yeah, lovely to look at those names from yesteryear. You can one now as we catch the highlights of this one.
We're at the Bidvest Waters. It's the third Momentum One Day International. South Africa against Pakistan.
Well, so news from the middle is that Pakistan have won the toss and they're going to have a ball first.
Chopped one. Disturbed the pink stumps. He struck again, Mohammad Afan. That is a massive blow. Very good couple of overs to start the Sings, and now Pakistan are rewarded. Turned away on the onside. Another boundary.
In the air, should be out, and is. England's gone. The big man's done the damage again.
It's a beautiful. That's not that wide of the man back there. Oh, it's dropped. It was sharp. It was a pretty good height, though. It was around about shin height. Mohammed Hafiz is not a very good fielder. He is bitterly disappointed by that. That's what happens when a bowler gets under pressure. He bowls thing a little bit wide, a little bit short, and gets out of the four.
Take some to snap, because that is a wonderful stroke. It's to shimmy down the wicket.
Straight up the air. Finds the gap this time. Come on.
Too wide. And short enough to cut. Just it is. Worked onto the onside. For One Day International 100, number 11. For Hashim Amla. In the gap. There it is. AB de Villiers goes to ODI century number 14. Hashim Amla. What?
The rain stop. When the rain stop, and they probably feel that it's going to stop soon, they need to be ready pronto. The Pakistanis, they're in the best delivery, so help
for Hashmullah.
Donside and Pakistan are on the board straight away. It's good afternoon also to Chris Morris, but first Ramesh Raja.
Hello, and good afternoon to all. Pakistan have shaped up very nicely in this ODI series. Can they keep up the momentum, make it 3-0?
Oh dear! After Shafiq, never mind who the bowler is, it's another note. It's time of first bowler.
I was looking at a replay of the second ODI. It happened exactly like that. Just poking his bat at that line, and it's not working for Abdullah Shafiq. He was given another go today. Have a look at this dismissal. It's a nothing shot once again, looking after the in-swinging slant. It was that an easy catch this time in the second slip. So Abdullah Shafiq 3 knots. Worked for him at all. 1 for 1.
शोल्डर्स अक्सर रुपए की बढ़त के साथ जो जड़ तक आए ताकि डैंड्रफ वापस न आए अब सिर्फ 800 रुपए में
एक कप और टप्पल दानेदार तुम में एक और कप चाय.
UK, perfect start for the Proteas.
Yeah, just about every time. You walk in that first over. Other player, Babar Azam, 23rd One Day International, is hunting down 6,000 runs. Swing and a miss. Little bit of jag off the surface. You expect with the moisture around that there be something beneath this surface.
Yeah, rather nervous start here for Babar Adam. It was an invite to play that full-blooded cover drive. There was nothing there from Abdullah Shafiq. Sad way to exit. Didn't get a look in. Didn't know what to do with that length in this ODI series. Just playing inside the line of the ball and a good catch. He's been the mainstay for Pakistan cricket for a very long time. Babar Azam knows how to bat up the order in the middle order. Just 95 away or 97 runs away from becoming fastest to 6,000 ODI runs.
Excellent. The tendency here at Wanderers with the pace and the bounce is that many a fast bowler could live back a length and will be quite happy seeing the ball carried through to the keeper. There's some grass on it. Murray, you said it. He's grown up here, Rabada, and his length has been accurate.
It's a place that you want to be slightly, if you talk about that back of length, you want to be ever half an inch fuller to force the batter into a shot, because yes, it does look nice when the ball does carry. Keeper's taking it up, but he's throwing. Got to get it fuller. Third slip goes in, so attacking from South Africa now.
Shot. Beautifully played. Away for 4. Hits the first. 5 for 1.
तेरा ख्याल ही बहुत है.
चल पगले, मुझे पता है तेरे पास डेटा बहुत है.
You phone 4G.
पापा ने कहा इंजीनियर बनो, बन गया. हस्बैंड बनो, वो भी बन गया. पर मूर्ख बनो तो कहा ही नहीं. देखिए, नकली पेमेंट का एसएमएस, कहते हैं पापा का उधार लौटा रहे हैं, फिर बोलेंगे गलती से ज्यादा पैसे भेज दिए, बेटे बाकी के पैसे वापस कर दो. आज्ञाकारी बेटा हूं, मूर्ख नहीं हूं. याद रहे, यूपीआई सेफ है, मगर कोई ऐसे बेवकूफ बनाए तो कहो मैं मूर्ख नहीं हूं.
Marco Jansen. He's got the ball to shape a little bit through the course of the series.
I'm sure South Africa would have discussed length, what line and what length to bowl on a surface like this. And I think it has to be that test match length, where you engage the swat more than the shot cover or shot mid-wicket. Can Siam stop himself from playing that full-blooded cover drive?
He'll be going against his instincts, that's for sure, and well advised to on a day like today, on a pitch like this one.
Yeah, I think it's important for South African bowlers to try and make the Pakistan batters hit over their heads. With that test match length, it is slightly fuller, but with the extra bounce, the Wanderers, you want to entice a batter to look to go over the top, and that's where you get to wickets. You find your edges, you get balls that splice off, and then you get the ones that go straight up. So with that slightly fuller length and a little bit of shape, you want to be tempting the batters.
Like that, Chris?
No, not bad, Kirk. Not bad. Such a good start. When you got the ball swinging, you have to hit it up there and force the batters to play. Just starts off the form that Saim Ayub is in at the moment. He's not going to look to miss out on anything. Bit of work from Bloemfontein. Very good in that region.
The other thing that Pakistan must need to understand and learn is that you can't break your wrist on a surface like this, because that's a subcontinent way of playing that middle instant line. An outswinger on that line, you're straight away looking to play mid-wicket, sort of tapped. Better off Ray playing with full face of the blade. It's buying time. Hang in there.
When players on just all of it turn up here, the test is bounce. But when you get to Wanderers some of the time, and today there's a bit of grass, look at overhead for cast, and there's some moisture all over the place. Then you get a little bit of lateral movement to go with that bounce. So you really have to be on the mark with regard to what you play and what you don't. If you play first line and it goes, don't fall, don't get drawn to the ball. And it's a difficult thing to do just because these conditions are so alien.
I think it's important to understand that it's time in the Wonder game. You've got to give a chance to get in, get measure of the wicket. Take your time because it is a place where you can catch up strike rate.
6-1.
Share more. Play more. Like a pro. We go tell you 26.
हेयरवेल शैम्पू हेयर कलर मिलाएं, लगाएं और 10 मिनट में वॉश करें। हेयरवेल शैम्पू हेयर कलर करना शैम्पू जितना आसान।
सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं, it works.
To the lefty. Yeah, this is through the series. He's had a tough time, hasn't he? And they've just hung it around off stump.
Yeah, I mean, he's playing from the crease and hoping for the best. Not been aggressive movement forward or back. He's not really been able to cover that line in two minds, probably.
Yeah, whilst generally it's batters who feel I've done something wrong when they get out. Shot. Ball and driven. We've seen that cover drive a few times through the course of the series. Naeem Ayub with 4.
It's slightly a pitch from Kahir Rabada. As a stop call, if the Wanderers, you always don't mind if placing the ball outside off and cutting the drive. On this occasion, say, mate, up to the task, opening that face beautifully, helping it through that cover point region. Beautiful shot.
Then just pulling it back. That's what's looking for. Want to make sure that batter has to play.
I think for the first 5 or 6 overs, leaving the ball becomes your best shot. And so in minds there. But he's not going to stop himself because that cover drive had a big wind and flourish. He's not going to tap the ball and play with soft hands. No.
Watching him at Borland Park was an exercise in him kind of developing as he went along. Start off, great big drives, then put them in the cupboard for a bit, waited for the ball to get older. Menon, 60th ODI, very experienced. An umpire, South African, Alaudin Balaka. And after the one he's just been beaten with, you see him almost change and go, hold on, can't do that. Got to do it differently. Yes, he's got a smile on his face. It's very much a case of trying to work out what do I do, what can I do, what can't I here, and doing it quickly.
Yeah, he's got to have a solid pitch map. Like a bowler, he's got to have a batting pitch map. And I think leaving the ball is going to be critical for the first few overs.
The length very good. Couldn't resist. Lucky not to edge it.
John, open the sunroof.
Oshan XL. Watch us move. डेटॉल सोप के रोजाना इस्तेमाल से 100 बीमारी फैलाने वाले जरासीम से शील्ड करना है आसान। Phone 4G पे U Power 300 लगा with 8 GB data, 100 off net minutes. वो भी सिर्फ 300 रुपए में। अभी star 1234 star 4 hash मिलाओ और लगातार बातें करें।
What attended occasion, generally. It's a case very much of the weather probably deterring some who are in the area, unsure of whether it would be dry all the way through or not, and so not necessarily braving it. These who are here have done so. And they're going to have to go through this, I think, through the course of this game, where the covers would be on and off. Intermittent play more than anything else.
As we all know, this is tester for both sides. Bowling sides have got to get the bodies warmed up again after the break, and for batters to make sure that their concentration is not broken, that they are out in the dugout, kind of a bubble. This nobody wants. Colors on the field. Hope that it blows over.
Here in the Highveld, normally when you sort of start off with really hot days, it might build up through the course of the day. And you get these huge cumulonimbus clouds that tip the rain down pretty quickly. Half an hour, 45-minute storms, and then away they go. But today, right from the start, it's been overcast, and even in the course of the night, it was rain. The Wanderers, the Bullring, and Johannesburg, whilst overcast and a bit rainy, we hope will be okay to have this big one-day international get away up at the top, get to completion as well. Skipper in at 4, and then Tristan Stubbs Clutton in that middle occasion for awareness. Everybody will watch just about everybody will be in Bartman. Shumsey completed all for a good cause. Actually, cancer awareness into the side. I'm having had a situation where Keshav Maharaj injured himself somewhat, groin strain, and so had to pull out of the 11 that was initially announced. Rambo, look at your team.
Yeah, the bowling looks pretty okay now. On paper, I don't know what will happen. We'll have a look at how Shine Afridi and Naseem Shah and Harris Strauss continue to flourish in this ODI series. But they look to be pretty good on this side. Pretty settled, I think, before the all-important champions. Sharma Ayub and Abdullah Shafiq.
And moisture being around here in the Highveld,
in Australia,
the storms just about each day in around this area.
There at 3 and 4. Kamran Ghulam is a good choice in the middle order.
Look at the two sides.
In a test against England, and Salman
the series already won. The Pakistanis decide that they'll make some changes. The context of the Champions Trophy into the side, looking to ready themselves. Hamad has made a few times before that Champions Trophy commences for Abrar Ahmed and for South Africa.
Though, but I think Pakistan will backing themselves, pinning their hopes to deliver.
Essentially, with all those changes, it's like
backdrop mountain,
each coming to do what the other has done.
Such a good place to play cricket. You can relax.
Keep or improve the standards. Pakistan have been very good. Nearly dragged the one-day international series. Corbin Bosch, he'll be a bundle of nerves.
Well, off ladies,
it's proud as well.
Experted this drag on delay. Fenderson found it hard to keep that ball away from the stumps in one of the T20Is, and this almost shattered the stumps, drawing the ball away from off stump into the stump.
Games, many more opportunities to rip. Nice shot. Away it goes for 4. A lovely way for Dorsey and South Africa to open their account.
Yeah, wonderful balance. I think that was key because the ball came back from wider at the stumps, got it to come back on the pad and beautifully held square leg.
Fortunes, very contrasting. nothing at one end and plenty at the other. That's a
Top shot. Lovely balance as he
Easy
works
on the
that onto the
outside.
outside.
Also
Fast
with good result
outfield
and good performances as
Away
well.
goes for four.
So great start for
Couple of
Saeed
real nice
in his
timing
international career.
from
Played up
batters
against
through
Yusuf
the leg
Rabah,
side
who
field.
comes back to the side. 103rd one-day international.
As in to which
Absolute
beautifully. They try to
superstar.
hit it hard. I think
Really
that
good
was
numbers,
the
potency.
key
Look at that.
to success.
59 wickets. All those years ago. 10, I think it is now.
Sure.
He started off with that over in Bangladesh.
He starts us up to the way it goes for you.
Wonderful dance. Then Pakistan are on the board straight away.
Absolutely nailed it. Nice still head position, waited for the ball and saw a bit of angle, and away she went. A cracking drive.
Let's go
and a
afternoon
ball.
also to Chris Morris, but first Rami's right.
Hello. And good afternoon to all. Pakistan shaped up very
Where's
nicely
that
in this
net?
ODI series. Can they keep up the momentum? Make it 3-1?
Sufficiently well shot to get it for four. It's not quite intended in that direction. South Africa will take a moment.
He's showing up really at a quizzical look on his face because that was supposed to go through the offside. That ball came in, somehow with a replay of man, and the way she went to a different area of the field. Just poking his bat that line.
What a shot that is.
Shafiqi was get another go today. Have a
All
look
the
at this
way
dismissal.
to
Nothing
middle.
but once again, looking after the swinging
For four.
slanted.
Rickleton
That
playing shots.
easy catch this time in the second set. So when he's rubbish,
Abdullah
the split corners completely because that ball was shipping away, and the idea was to get it up that edge. But have a look at the response. 1 for 1. Yeah, into position, front foot push shot.
Shots to catch it, but it whizzes past Gully. As the ball goes for four. If you flash hard, and he's certainly done that, Richter.
Well, that was pretty profound.
UK, perfect start for the Proteas.
Yeah, you needed magic plus really to touch on to that one. It was really absolutely good.
Just about every time.
Shot.
Walk in.
Oh, that's beautiful. Time to perfection as well. Despite the sweeper
What a player.
square on that
Barbara
offside, it's still gone for four.
23rd.
What a start this for
international.
Rickleton.
It's hunting
Well,
down
that shot had
1,000
a
runs.
stereo effect. Impact was outstanding.
Look at the miss.
This time,
A little bit of damage off the surface. You expect with the moisture around that to be something beneath this
Again, the draft, and this time he's gone over the top, and that's nicely played.
rather nervous
Good
start
shot
here
from
for
Mazzola.
Babar Adam. It was an invite.
brilliant shot. The fact
With
that he
that
hasn't
full-blooded cover drive, there's nothing there from Abdullah Shafiq.
and as soon as he
That
comes
way to
on, he
exit.
just backs himself. Maybe he'd have done some video.
Didn't get a look in. Didn't know what to do with that length in this ODI series. Just playing into the
Swept
line of the
away,
ball
and
a
that's
good
gone for
catch.
four. So let's put pressure back on the bowler. Brav straight away. 50 on the ball now. Yeah, I don't know if it
He's
makes
been the
sense, but
mainstay
he's
for
almost a
Pakistan
finger
cricket for a
split leg
very
spinner
long
rather
time.
than one
Babar
who uses his
Azam
body and
goes out
shoulder.
back.
He does
Up
have a
the order
tendency
in the
every
middle
once in a
order.
while to drag it down. So this is not a great start from him. Gift.
Just 95 away, or 97 away from
He knows
becoming
where the two
fastest to
boundary
6,000
backgrounders are
yards.
positioned. All of that time. And he's got the treatment as well. He's so quick on his feet. He's got that back on the square for boundary.
Here at
I would
Wanderers
say about
the pace and the
grounders over
balance
the
is
years,
that
it's definitely been a ground
Maybe
we
a
try and
fast
target
bowler
as
could
whether
do.
you're a fast bowler or a spin.
link.
You don't want to offer up to
And
anybody
we'd be
because
quite
when it
happy
comes a
seeing
little bit
the ball
easy,
carried
it's
through
very
to
easy
the
to get a
keeper.
straight back over your head.
Some
That's
grass on it.
So he's dragged
no,
one
no,
down
you
and
said
then he's
it.
up with Rickleton
He's
says thank you very much.
Grown up here, Rabada, and his length has been killer.
Airborne.
It's a classic.
And
You
that
want
is
to be
safe.
slightly, if you talk about that. back in
One
length, you wanna
bounce
be
and
ever
goes for four.
half an inch fuller.
I was actually thinking when you played shot over extra cover in the last over that. I think with the innings great here for South Africa where you got that big
Keeps just
score.
taking it up.
And you
He's
execute the
got
strikes
it fuller.
great.
Deadlift goes in. So attacking from South Africa now.
It's always got a bottom end on that. That's going to run away nice and fine. Should go right for 4, so that's a minor victory for the bowler.
Wait for 4.
Two great shots have gone to the fence, but this one we've definitely got to say fortunate. And if you watch it straight down the line, you'll see the Zorzi just comes across it. It's not presented with a nice straight hit.
Ufone 4G की digital mega offer मिले
That's gone. Up goes that finger away. They needed that wicket, Pakistan. They've broken this down. I don't think there's going to be much of a chat. It certainly was
From never to my
adjacent.
first ever, join the flip side.
Next on the Pepsi.
Sent it upstairs. No.
I think they had a discussion, but they decided not to. Have we seen that movie before, Hayes, where there's a break and play and the next delivery of South African is on his way? This was just the quicker one. 93 kilometers per hour, and it doesn't grip, it just slides. And I think that looks pretty Jason. Bad back bag, but I think clean the top of the stuff, there's no doubt about that.
He's got the ball to shape through the course of the series.
For South Africa on this ground.
Sure, South Africa would have discussed length, what line and what length to bowl on a surface like this. And I think it has to be that test match length, where you engage the slot more than the short cover or short mid wicket.
And Salman Gar, we saw his stats, 28 games.
Again, Simon stopped himself with playing full-blooded cover drive.
But boy, oh boy, has he been effective today. 2.1 overs. The left-handers.
He'll be going against his instinct, that's for sure, and well advised to.
One slid on
a
and
day
backed it
like
into the
today, on a pitch like this
slides
one.
on inside edge from Ryan
It's
Rickleton on
important
the
for
off stump.
South African bowlers to try and make the
And all of a
Pakistan
sudden,
batters
South
hit over their
Africa,
heads.
after being
With
70
that
without
test match
loss,
length, it is
73
slightly
for
full.
2.
With the extra bounce, the wonders. You
Two
want to
big
pass the
players.
batters, look to go over the top.
Guys
That's
got
where
themselves
you
in, have to be on their way.
The ball that splice off.
Look at the guys with 36, 73 too.
With that slightly fuller length and a little bit of shape. You want to be tempting the batters.
Like that, Chris.
No, not bad, Kirk. Not bad. Such a good start. When you got the ball swinging, you have it up.
And that turned sharply. Just a shot of that. It's gone off the body. He's going to run right for 4. That doesn't seem fair. On the keeper for stars, because nor the ball was such a good delivery.
The other thing that Pakistanis need to understand and learn is that you can't break your rest on a surface like this, because that's a subcontinent way of playing that middle and fourth line. And outswing on that line, it's straight away looking to play mid-wicket.
Definitely makes contact with the fence.
Better off really playing with full face of
Nice
the
shot
blade.
drive. Beautiful play by Rashid van der Dussen.
Hang him there.
Yeah, talking about a plan, they're working it out. Steve van der Dussen's got into a wonderful position.
Ball off it.
Mr. Rolf said you crank it up, 2 deliveries of 146 in the third, 143.
Bounce. But when you
Just
get
slightly
to
over, but there's a hint of away movement.
there's a bit
They've got
of
to put in
grass.
place.
Look at overhead, overcast, there's some moisture all over the place.
This is outstanding.
You get a little bit of
This is
natural movement to
magnificent.
go
He's
with
big on
that
target.
bounce.
Likes hitting that timber.
This is brilliant.
So
I'll
you
take
really
back to
have
that
to
last
be
delivery of the loft over, that turn
on the
prodigiously
mark
bounce,
with regard to
went
what
between
you
the inside
play
edge of Rashid
and
van der
what
Dussen,
you don't.
beat the
You
keeper
play
Rizwan
verse
and went away
line
the
and it
fence.
goes,
So he
don't
gets a
follow,
delivery in a
get
very
thrown
similar
to the
kind of
ball.
area. And he's got to be
And
thinking,
it's
well, this might turn as
a
well.
difficult thing to do, just
No
because
can,
these
just keeps going on with
conditions
the
are so
arm.
alien.
And then on the shiny side, beats the outside edge.
Important to
Cleans
understand
in
that you
to the top of
the
off
one
stump.
game. You've got to give us on
Salman Agar
Chance
is
to get
making
in.
a massive impact on this
Bedwell's a
match.
wicket. Such a
Introduced
time,
off
because
the
this is a
South Africa,
place
got
where
off
you
to a
can
rollicking
get
start.
that
He's
shot
now picked up 3 wickets. 6 for 3 South Africa.
6-1.
And Van der Dussen had to go for it.
Share. Play more. Lights up. We go tell you 26.
Shampoo hair
Tom
color.
Harker's having an absolute prime at the moment. This is sensational stuff from him.
Hair well shampoo
I
hair
cannot believe that in 28 one-day internationals in his career, he picked up 10
Sensory
wickets.
rapid action
Because
tips
he has
5
looked like an
seconds
absolute
में
wizard out here against South
Sensory
Africa
rapid
today.
action का रोजाना
That was fantastic again.
Missions वापस
It's the
आके बता
delivery
दें।
that led in the
It was.
perfect area, doesn't turn,
To the lefty.
keeps on going with the angle, slides on, beats the outside edge. Boy, oh boy, what an impact he is having.
Yes, this is Drew Series. He's had a tough time, hasn't he? And they're just hanging around all the stuff.
I mean, he's playing from the crease and hoping for the best. Being aggressive movement forward or back, he's not really been able to cover that line in two minds probably.
तेरे पास डेटा बहुत है
जब यूफोन 4G की डिजिटल मेगा ऑफर मिले
Well, generally, that is who feel I've done something wrong when they get out. Shot, ball and driven. We've seen that cover drive a few times through the course of the series.
कलर करना शैम्पू जितना आसान
It's likely a pitch from Kapura by it's not probably the one that you're on
Good enough.
Like the ball I've got up and hitting the drive. And that's the captain saying like
सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आ जाता है रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदे से इस्तेमाल पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं इट वर्क्स
वो कढ़ाई से भी फाइट कर लेगा कब
Make sure that Fat has to play.
come on
And for the first 5 or 6 overs, leaving the ball becomes your best shot. So in minds there. But he's not going to stop himself because that cover drive had a big wind.
Join the
Flourish. He's not going to tap the ball and
नया
play
बड़ा
with soft hands.
जो
None.
सिर्फ 200 रुपए में जमकर दाग भी हटाए और पूरे 2 महीने चमका ऐसा टॉय बनाए जैसा
सेंसराइन
Watching
रैपिड
him
एक्शन सिर्फ
as
60 सेकंड्स में आ
ball
जाता
and
है
top.
मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसराइन रैपिड
Was an
एक्शन
exercise in him kind of developing as he went along. Start off, great big drives, then put them in the waited for the ball to get older. And then City authority are very experienced.
every moment create
Time.
more
South African allowed in Balaka.
play more like the introducing the WeGoTel
And after the one he's just
सेंसराइन रैपिड
been
एक्शन सिर्फ 60
beaten
सेकंड्स में आ
with,
जाता है
you see him almost change and go, hold on, can't do that.
वापस आके
Do it
बताते हैं
differently. Yes, he's got a smile on his face. It's very much a case of trying to work out what do I do, what can I do, what can't I do. Doing it quickly.
Yeah, and he's got to have a solid pitch map. Like a bowler, he's got to have batting pitch map. I think leaving the ball is going to be critical for the 40 overs.
Think very good. Couldn't resist. Lucky not to hit it. Nice shot. Down the ground, simple as like, but efficient and effective from Clarkson. That brings up the 100 as well. That force straight down on him. That's exactly what we're speaking about. The extra pace from Aaron Ralph.
Abhi, star 1, 2, 3, 4, star 4 hash.
A foot behind it, Clarkson just to lean into this one. And perhaps what's the end of the case, generally.
His ball at love length actually. It's not really fun the ball like
Will
really.
it probably
Beautifully
deterring
played to the
some
offside.
for in the area?
Yeah, just falling back a little and finding the gap. He's not a big turner.
Try all the way
It
through
will
or
have very
nothing,
nicely
so
to
not
be hit through the
necessarily
offside.
great.
That's something Hanya Clarkson such a
These who are here have done so.
that he's well prepared to
And
try and
have
play
to
as
go
many
through
different
this
backfoot
through
to get something
the course of his
recognised.
covers would be on and off.
There we go. That's what he's been waiting for. It's a real strength. Hanya Clarkson, it's the track down his suit.
As we all know, this is test of both sides. Ball inside,
He
you've got to
hammers it away. That's the first maximum
after
of
the
him.
break and forth.
First maximum of the day for
Batters
South
make sure
Africa.
that they concentrate on not
All
broken,
this that have just been the one boundary
the dugout.
in the last 9 overs.
Kind of a
Malcolm
bubble.
yet to hit one himself.
It's, nobody wants colours on the field.
There's nothing fun. Wickets in that action. That was short, that was wide, it didn't have much venom. Nicely put away by Clarkson.
Normally when you sort of start off with really hot
Pakistan need
days,
to hold their position,
build up
irrespective
through
of
the
whether
course of the day.
that
You
lead the
get
four or
this
not.
huge, he's huge.
We know that
Clouds
Clarkson will not lift
tips
such angles.
the
The
ray
waist, it
down
was really hit hard.
pretty quickly. half an hour, 45-minute storms.
Slicing away that one. Back to the square. In the air for a while, safe for 4.
It's been overcast, and even in the course of the night, it was
Absolutely can't just wondered. Aidan Markham. It's a change of angle on my feet. He's come round the wicket. He's trying to tickle under the stump, but he's left
not really
hanging outside off
heavy
stuffing.
rain.
Markham throws the kitchen
Quite
sink at him.
annoying. Some runaway dance, I suppose.
Oh, that's it up. It's going to be a good catch. Yeah? It's a good catch. It's a very good catch today. That is up this wicket. He was so annoyed Ada Markham were going so beautifully. The partnership was 73. It's now down.
This will by despite getting tickets.
Yeah, it's a brilliant job that he's doing
wanting
here.
to support
For
the occasion, the event, the day. Kind of
the stone one of
don't
his
break.
best deliveries, tagged it down and sliding
the
way
rain
down
because
inside.
It just looks like
Aidan
one of those
Markham
days.
has got to
But see
smash it into
happened
sweep.
so.
And all he's done is get a leading edge
Yeah,
straight
to be
up.
commended.
Yeah, and I think it's important to
And a
understand
fantastic
yes, we
catch
all the
taken.
cricket, but sometimes days are bigger than the actual game of cricket. And
China.
such a tremendous
Margaret Young's now. Look at his numbers, averaging 30, strike rate 113 in the 50 over game.
But this makes you realise that there are things bigger than the actual game. And
That's that's been 4-1. They're going to bring up this 50.
They're
With a down also.
Yeah, and what happens also is you
Beautiful
get
time,
to the
53 for
part
Hartley
of the stadium. If it happens
Yeah,
this
well
way,
appreciated
but
by his
ensure
teammates and
the rain.
Everyone inside
the
down here at
interruptions.
Blood Park. It's been a watchful innings from Anders Klaasen.
Skirmishes is what he said in the change room.
Really necessary at the time when you came to the crease.
But this is a develop. Surprising as we were.
Thoughts in the ground as well. They've already lost the bowling all the way for 6. It was so short. And it's that he bounces on. So anytime the batter gets out,
Yeah, the end of careers, you kind of say, well, what is the they kind of find a batter in a certain way. For me, this is the one from Klaasen. Talking about cutting loose, he's trying to cut there. It was a little bit loose, but it's gone right to the...
Delivery from Marco Janssen. It's not a whole lot he could have done about haunches. And so you have that sometimes where you get a sequence of deliveries and just wanted a bit more luck. At the needed a little less bat on this. Feel for him so that it would go to the keeper.
Yeah,
There's just enough in
you
you
look
to
at other batters and
to allow Klaasen to keep
they
batting.
missed 3 or 4 deliveries, hasn't nicked one.
All swooped up in the air and the bat is done for him.
on time, but saying that if you look at the consistency that they've shown throughout the series, the way they were pitching the deliveries, South Africans are spot on again.
The thing is that if you get out playing the same kind of shot 3 times in 3 innings, then it becomes a problem. You can't really make out whether it's getting out great deliveries or it's been poor technique. I don't know. I mean, this wasn't such an impossible ball to play.
Everyone, bar none, just thinks, oh dear, it's popped up in the air. As does Harris Rauf, he's just going to catch this and away we
It's a very
go.
good game. 49.3
Look
over
at that
to
reaction.
Pakistan to
Yeah.
Pete
How
Sadaka.
contrasting left and right.
Second game was an easier one compared to this.
What a shot. Yeah, it's in this one. Klaasen, I remember Klaasen and talking to him at
And
this
it's away for 4.
and him having to
Klaasen
risk
the over.
Salman
209.5.
was
His reputation would be about how he pulls
This was the
from a
rebuild.
strong dishing against the spinners, but he did exactly the same
didn't
against
have to
fast
make a
bowlers.
play.
It's not banged in your
Just
air short.
Spend time at
He's
the
into
crease.
position quickly and
Says he
allows
also
that area.
enjoyed that. Was it in reference to 2020 cricket, where every time he's out there,
The shouts
he
of
says he
captain,
really
it's come a long
needs
way.
to make the play.
Shaheen Shah
Before we go to the second one,
makes the
this
mistake.
is
Another opportunity given, this time taken.
ODI.
Yeah, I mean, it was poor back against spin
It's
bowling.
not
The ball
cost
wasn't
too
really
many.
spinning a great deal. It was just the arm that
Harris Raut can breathe easy.
and hit the link, but they played from
Yeah, given the lifeline
That
was
was the
Marco
problem
Jansen, but
for
it
the
doesn't make
top
them
order.
pay Pakistan, and they'll be laughing about the drop
performance
catch.
crippled South Africa's
They wouldn't
progress.
have been if he'd gone on to the big score. But anyway, near the middle, almost looked like it was
Time
the
with
queue in right at the
109.
bottom, so it had
Beautiful.
power. Easy tackle by
Salman
Shaheen
Yadav
Afridi.
to
They were
back
hoping
with
for
a
another drop
282
catch.
not turned out
Not
to be
to
a
be.
match-winning
Jansen goes
effort.
to 10 of
He's the
27
star for
deliveries.
Pakistan in the white ball cricket. Let's see whether he's gonna go in test matches. But he's got he's got good temperament and shots all around the clock. And sweep can play spin beautifully. Has this great ability to
New batter.
He's got all the shots.
And the inadvertent limping of the batting lineup with Maharaj getting
Turned out to be a
injured
terrific 100.
in the warm-ups.
Went through
After
phases.
the team was actually announced, and
The big one in the
Hetway
end.
coming in to replace him. Speaking to him before that game and asking about his form. Then
So that's straight to
actually it
him.
was after, before the second
Williams
one,
taking the catch.
where he
Pet
says,
McGuire's made
"Nope,
no difference with the bat.
I don't want anybody to be
Well, the
hyping
first
me up."
half of the batting was taken care of by Salman Ali Agha, and the later part by Abraham bowled splendidly well.
Played the situation. Be
His second
present.
wicket, economy
Mental
3.43, and a
mindset.
soft spin, really not
First
been able
ODI.
to pick ball,
What a
pick the spin on the ball, and easy catch in the end. Simon Ayub is a very good bowler. So an early exit for the order.
The moment when the players are
South Africa's come further. They're 7 down now. 215. Patrick Roy only one.
215 for 7 for Barbara Rice. Now his bowling is outstanding, but he's got to do a seriously important job here. Finding classes on 82 of the non-strikers in.
In
Let's look at
second
the
ODI,
numbers.
329. As you said,
102 games.
Rambo, that one easier for Pakistan than the first one, which ended up being quite weak. But
For the
once
Cats, couldn't
again,
quite get there.
much on show.
He's always in the game at the
Yeah, I
moment.
mean, they leaked a lot of runs South African
raced away from
and
boundary.
spinners. 329 was a big score on that surface, and it was Rizwan and Barber gave them incredible kick shot from Clarkson with a 100-plus partnership. Played a lovely innings. His partners have been a little bit circumspect and hesitant. He's not been hesitant at all. He's guided this innings through at a very good pace. His strike rate is almost maintained compared to some of his other mates who really was played some innings. Captain in form, and so it was a good game for Rizwan, good game for Pakistan, because won the series at a result of that.
Afridi backing the attack, and he's picked up
Yeah,
the first
Barbara
cluster.
Rice
That is
together
really important for
for
Pakistan.
a long time have been the mainstay.
Bullseye, middle step uprooted, and what a breakthrough this is for Pakistan. Clarkson,
Of
it
a
appeared as if
Pakistan
he was going to go
They did
to the end.
exactly that there. It was a time
Waiting
many
time,
felt
Shafridi for a 4, and look at this one.
too slow in the middle period of the
And
game.
excellent, brilliant delivery.
Request to ensure that they set the
And the
platform.
traffic not really going
It
down
ended up
to
being
the
a
ball.
masterstroke because of
Easily done by Shaheen Shafridi. He's
that
looking
middle
dangerous.
order
He's had a
played
great game.
later
Shaheen
on with the
Shafridi
platform
bowled
set.
well with the new ball. He's not been bad with the old one. Getting rid of
came
Tejas
in.
Clarkson, who played a great
And
innings.
Play shots.
Yeah, he was excellent. 63 or 32 came in and did his business as expect from a hit towards the end of the innings. And be rather critical on the South African bowlers. I did not feel that they were at all.
That's going to be 4 in the end for a while. A little bit of concern for Obama in the end. A good result, 229 for 8.
When you do get bowling like this, they always say you have to put it away. And my goodness, he
Well,
put it
he'll
away.
accept it
All
gleefully.
around the ground, that's what
The
stands
close
out with
shave,
him. He's
Simon
all
Ayub is a
round.
good fit. That's why it's
Much needed
been
in
posted at point.
for
Normally
his
your
team
good
to
field are
just push
posted
over that
there.
edge. South Africa
Going
took
with
it
two
too far
hands,
away.
I think there was a case of me just going with one hand
That's
with a
what's going
pulling
on.
down.
Hence, I'll recap of what's gone on in a couple of ODIs. Into this one, third.
He's hit that high.
Huddle under and
It's going to be
umbrella
the
if
same,
you
I
can.
think. Right in the
Some
middle
might
of
have given
3.
up and decided I'll deal with this one.
South Africans will chit-chat in their
to the
change as they
second. It might
watch.
just be one in the end. It's being sent
The
upstairs
Wanderers,
by
the bowling.
Could have a look.
And
This
Hasberg,
seems
while
to
it's
think that perhaps he
overcast and a
didn't
bit
make
rainy,
his hand or
we hope
round his back.
it
We'll
will
have
be
to wait and see.
to have this big one-day
At the end of the
international
50 overs, we'll see
get
what the position
away
is and
and get to completion as well.
Before we give final tally. But it is going to be the
An occasion for awareness. Everybody will be, or just about everybody will be in pink.
As I've already said, is to not
All for a good cause. Breast cancer awareness.
You can go take a picture of yourself with the actual championship, which is displayed right here today at Border Park.
Yeah,
near the
generally South Africa do well in games.
So he's going to be out.
And so with the success, many turn up to be part
Yep, he is.
So
that wasn't a great running, I don't think.
And
Yeah, but no, that final run might be really important. Now, there's the huddle from Pakistan.
South Africa would bowl first.
Yes, it's an important huddle. The GM bowlers really had a terrific time of it. The fielders
therefore the start
and the
of the
bowlers.
game. And
To limit
moisture
South
being around
Africa
here
to
in the high
259
belt,
for the loss of
and
9
the
now.
storms just about
The next
each day
battle is to
in
bat
around
well and
this
win this.
area. Means
Get
that
off the
there'll be
mark on a
moisture
winning
in
note.
the serves.
Pakistan, if they can play out
Look at the
50
two
overs,
sides.
win this. Even though the conditions have varied just a little bit,
series
there's
already
variable
won. The
bounce, the ball
Pakistan
is
is the
doing,
side that
but that is
they'll
what is
make
needed.
some
40
changes.
runs to win from 50
Tayyab
overs
Tahir
at 4.8
into the
runs
side.
per over.
Irfan Khan, Muhammad Hassan in for Haris Rao, Sufyan Mukim in for Abrar Ahmed, and for South Africa, a debut for Corbin Bosch, who comes in for Andile Petrubayo. Essentially, with all those changes, it's like with each coming to do what the other has done and hoping to keep or improve the standards. Pakistan have been very good. One day international this is Corbin Bosch. He'll be a bundle of nerves. Everybody as well, of course, it's so badly to a Blood Park here in Par. It's a pretty picture, really. A hot day out there for him. A great start. Pakistan because they're really good for the ball. Many more games, 240 to win this first one-day international of 3. It was a really good start for South Africa, and they're batting one toss and decided that they'd bat first. Put on 70 for the first wicket and then lost 4 really quick wickets. And then from then on, it was pretty much a case of trying to keep the innings together and still try and figure out a way to score quickly enough to put a formidable total on the board. Already just easy on the eye, pretty good, and also with good results to get them to that 239. So great start for Sam Ayub and Sam Ayub international career. It fades up against the rest of the Pakistan team will enter the next phase of game, the second half of the national. India said this year, feeling that they're the one to have the potency. You look at that, 159 wickets all those years ago. 240 it is now. Easy enough. He started off
should
with
be.
that trick
Should be
over
for
in
Pakistan.
Bangladesh. He starts us off in the pink ODI. Nudged onside and
Wickets will be in the order for the
straight
Frontiers.
away.
I must have, looking at the surface this afternoon when we arrived, it looked like an absolute belter.
It's good afternoon also to Chris Rice.
Hello.
And
Good afternoon to all.
Pakistan shaped up very nicely in this ODI series. Can they keep up the momentum, make it 3-0?
The start, and that's an absolute beauty. Marco Jansen. Top of off. So this point of view.
This time a first baller.
I was looking at a replay of the second ODI. It happened exactly like that. Poking his back that line. It's not working for Abdullah Shafiq. He was given
Babar
another
Azam,
work
and have a look at the record.
and have a look at this dismissal. It's a nothing shot once again. Looking after the in-swinging slant. It was that an easy catch this time in the second set. So Abdullah Shafiq 3 knots.
Hater.
Yeah, it hasn't worked for him at all. 1 for 1.
शोल्डर्स अब 100 रुपए की बढ़त के साथ जो जड़ तक आए ताकि डैंड्रफ वापस न आए अब सिर्फ 800 रुपए में
UK, perfect start for the Proteas.
Just about every time you walk in that first over. Player, Bob Rossum, 123rd One Day International, and is hunting down 6,000 runs. Swing and a miss. A little bit of jag off the surface. You expect with the moisture around that to be something beneath this surface.
Yeah, rather nervous start here for Babar Adam. It was an invite to play that full-blooded cover drive. There was nothing there from Abdullah Shafiq. Sad way to exit. Didn't get a look in. Didn't know what to do with that length in this ODI series. Just playing inside the line of the ball and a good catch. He's been the mainstay for Pakistan cricket for a very long time. Babar Azam knows how to bat up the order in the middle order. Just 95 away or 97 runs away from becoming fastest to 6,000 ODI runs.
Excellent. The tendency here at Wanderers with the pace and the bounce is that many a fast bowler could live back a length and will be quite happy seeing the ball carried through to the keeper. There's some grass on it. Murray, you said it. He's grown up here, Rabada, and his length is immaculate.
It's a place that you want to be slightly, if you talk about that back of length, you want to be ever half an inch fuller to force the batter into a shot, because yes, it does look nice when the ball does carry. Keeper's taking it up, but he's trying to get it fuller. The third slip goes in, so attacking from South Africa now.
Shot. Beautifully played. Away for 4. Hence the first. 5 for 1.
इतना ख्याली बहुत है
चल पगले मुझे पता है तेरे पास डेटा बहुत है
जब यूफोन 4G की डिजिटल मेगा ऑफर मिले 200 GB डेटा तो हर दिल बोले डेटा बहुत है
From never to my first ever, join the flip side.
Stronger Pepsi. कमाल क्या टेस्ट है यार
ये स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी का कमाल ट्राई कर देखो
नया गाढ़ा हार्पिक जो सिर्फ 200 रुपए में जमकर दाग धब्बे हटाए और पूरे 2 महीने चमकाए ऐसा टॉयलेट बना नए जैसा
एक तुम में एक और कचाए
Marco Jansen. He's got the ball to shape a little bit through the course of the series.
Sure, South Africa would have discussed length, what line and what length to bowl on a surface like this. And I think it has to be that test match length, where you engage the swat more than the shot cover or shot mid-wicket. Can Siam stop himself from playing that full-blooded cover drive?
He'll be going against his instincts, that's for sure, and well advised to on a day like today, on a pitch like this one.
Yeah, I think it's important for South African bowlers to try and make the Pakistan batters hit over their heads. With that test match length, it is slightly fuller, but with the extra bounce, the wonders, you want to entice a batter to look to go over the top, and that's where you get your wickets. You find your edges, you get balls that splice off, and then you get the ones that go straight up. So with that slightly fuller length and a little bit of shape, you want to be tempting the batters.
Like that, Chris?
No, not bad, Kirk. Not bad. Such a good start. When you got the ball swinging, you have to hit it up there and force the batters to play. Just outs off the form that Saima Ayub is in at the moment. Not going to look to miss out on anything. This will work from Bloemfontein. Very good in that region.
The other thing that Pakistan must need to understand and learn is that you can't break your wrist on a surface like this, because that's a subcontinent way of playing that middle extent line. An outswinger on that line, you're straight away looking to play mid-wicket. Sort of tap. Better off really playing with full face of the blade. It's buying time. Hang in there.
When players on just all off it, turn up here. The test is bounce, but when you get to Wanderers some of the time, and today there's a bit of grass, look at overhead for cast, and there's some moisture all over the place, and you get a little bit of lateral movement to go with that bounce. So you really have to be on the mark with regard to what you play and what you don't. If you play first line and it goes, don't fall, don't get drawn to the ball. And it's a difficult thing to do just because these conditions are so alien.
I think it's important to understand that it's time in the wonder game. You've got to give a chance to get in, get measure of the wicket. Take your time because it is a place where you can catch up strike rate.
6-1.
Share more. Play more. Like a pro. We go tell you 26.
हेयरवेल शैम्पू हेयर काला मिलाएं, लगाएं और 10 मिनट में वॉश करें। हेयरवेल शैम्पू हेयर काला, कलर करना शैम्पू जितना आसान।
सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं, it works.
To the lefty. Yeah, this is through series. He's had a tough time, hasn't he? And they just hung it around off stump.
Yeah, I mean, he's playing from the crease and hoping for the best. Not been aggressive movement forward or back. He's not really been able to cover that line in two minds, probably.
Yeah, whilst generally it's batters who feel I've done something wrong when they get out. Shot. Ball and driven. We've seen that cover drive a few times through the course of the series. Saima Ayub before.
It's slightly a pitch from Kakita Ravada. As a slip caught in at the Wanderers, you always don't mind us placing the ball outside off and hitting the drive. On this occasion, Saima up to the task, opening that face beautifully, helping it through that cover point region. Beautiful shot.
And then just pulling it back. That's what's looking for. Want to make sure that batter has to play.
I think for the first 5 or 6 overs, leaving the ball becomes your best shot. And so in minds there. But he's not going to stop himself because that cover drive had a big wind and flourish. He's not going to tap the ball and play with soft hands. No.
Watching him at Borland Park was an exercise in him kind of developing as he went along. Start off, great big drives, then put them in the cupboard for a bit. Waited for the ball to get older. To Menon, 60th ODI, very experienced. Empire. They finish on a winning note before we shift on to the longest format, the test matches. So rain abated. So we will get some play. An alteration of playing conditions, not 50 overs any longer. With the extra time that we have available, it's not too many that have been lost, just the 6. So 47 overs per side. So the 47 overs per side, 10 overs a power play. 28 overs and 9 at the back end to finish off. 2 bowlers can bowl 10. 3 bowlers, 9 overs. Maximum off, of course. Marco Jansen for the resumption. Ramiz Raj and Chris Morris are still sitting up here.
Apologies. One wicket that has gone down. Abdullah Shafiq not been able to find his form in this ODI series. 3 knots. Once again, he's not able to locate his off stump. Soft dismissal.
Nicely played. Whoopsie. Slip side and away. Corbin Bosch on debut. A nervous smile, one say.
Yeah, Mark Haseman in the back says he gets his first touch of international cricket and misses it. Gets back, but you can just see how slippery it is out there. Quite a lot of rain did fall in weather break. Probably see just a nervous smile.
They'll be watching to see how quick the outfield is. Normally very fast, but also as the field side, you've got to protect the ball. If it rolled a whole lot in this outfield, with it being wet, despite the super soppers haven't gone round, picks up the moisture and becomes pretty difficult to grip. Shot! Oh, wonderful pull shot. Babar Azam at his very best. 4 runs.
He uses class, does Babar Azam, when he gets going. Controlled hands when he plays his shots. Look at the balance. Standing up tall, rolling the wrists, not looking over it. Making square leg region, that's an easy shot with the extra bounce here at the Wanderers. Straight back into his work after the...
Like all good players, great players, he seems to have extra bit of time and timed that beautifully to the fence.
One of the over. 4 done, 16 for 1.
नया गाढ़ा हार्पिक जो सिर्फ 200 रुपए में जमकर दाग धब्बे हटाए और पूरे 2 महीने चमकाए ऐसा टॉयलेट बनाए नए जैसा.
Capture every moment. The Helio G91 Ultra Octa-core processor. Wigo Tel U26.
हेयरवेल शैम्पू हेयर कलर मिलाएं, लगाएं और 10 मिनट में वॉश करें. हेयरवेल शैम्पू हेयर कलर, अब कलर करना शैम्पू जितना आसान. हेयरवेल शैम्पू हेयर कलर मिलाएं, लगाएं और 10.
Rabada. Oh, right on target. First up after the resumption.
Hit him on length more than anything. I think that is where he has been so good. the angle across, not a great bit movement, but the length, the test match bowling length is tremendous. Asking.
And you always talk about what the focus is when there is a rain break. You're always trying to keep yourself loose, trying to keep yourself limber. Focus never changes on what you need to do with the ball, but you've got to keep that body going. And yes, you've got a 10-minute period where you can get warm on field again, but focus needs to stay. Always wondered, Rameez, you would have had to deal with this in your hour. I thought of a batter during the rain break like this early in ODI.
Hurry, hurry. Oh, close one. Close one. Didn't quite release it quickly. And so I think Saim might well have made his ground.
Close, how close? He looks pretty satisfied. I think he's made his ground. The throw was in, the bat was grounded, and he's in. Overall, good cricket. Get to it the sums he did. Just a little bit of extra time. One thing that batsmen must do to retune into the conditions, because you're looking at the sky. No timing for once from Babar Azam's play. It's strange. Yeah, you try to analyze the surface, the pitch, the conditions, the field set, and so you don't want to do anything you haven't done. So you've got to just make sure that its service is regular. Just watch the ball and do your best, fall back and bit of defense. And do that. That's such a good lead. That frustrates the bowler, right, Chris?
I remember he leaving I was bowling around. He's got taken down quite a few times when I was bowling, but it's so important with the Wanderers. It's such value for your shots when you play good cricket shots. And I'm a big believer, and Pommy will tell you this. Gilsport Park and the Wanderers, it's such a high scoring ground, and people fall into the trap. You need to play big shots, you need to get 350. But you still need to play those proper cricket shots.
Stunned into the ground. Dot to finish.
वो कढ़ाई से भी फाइट कर लेगा कौन
ब्राइट, क्योंकि नए ब्राइट का बेस्ट एवर फॉर्मूला से दाग निकाल।
कप और टप्पल दानेदार, तुम में एक और कप चाय। मुझे तेरा ख्याल ही बहुत है।
चल पगले, मुझे पता है तेरे पास डेटा बहुत है।
जब यूफोन 4G की डिजिटल मेगा ऑफर पे मिले 200 GB डेटा, तो हर दिल बोले डेटा बहुत है।
लजीजा गाजर खीर में होती यार, हर मौसम में अवेलेबल है यार। गाजर खीर
Rabada maintains that presence and also pressure on the opposition, so he'll not give away easy runs to you. So that plays on the mind of a batsman. You know that it has to be a loose ball to hit him, and so you for that loose ball, and it never seems to come.
Thought it might be raining for a little bit there, but no, it's not. See water coming off the roof. Big side and just helped on its way.
Look at new players that come to South Africa for the first time. Kota, if you play in a stadium like this, I mean, if you would have played in some of the world's best stadiums, and always felt as a young player, we get to play in a new stadium for the first time, and come to the ballroom for the first time on big day. Such a massive occasion, and you always want to perform on those occasions.
Yeah, put down. Wasn't an easy one, awkward to height, and had to try and figure out whether it cops one way or the other. 14. And it slips out of his grasp.
Wrong decision, Jan, and position. See, he's gone for the palms down. Usually that for the height of the Wanderers, the extra bounce, that's been an easy grab for Bjorn Fontaine, specifically the caliber of fielder that he is. They're going to cost them.
I think he wanted to be dramatic. I understand because he was anticipating maybe stopping the ball along the floor and it flew. Babar Azam, they're losing control, playing it aerially. Fielder was in. Acrobatic stuff. Missing his grab.
Yeah, watching it again, you'd say just used the wrong technique. You see how he's just caught it there is the way he should have gone. The reverse cup. So with going the other way, what would be one coming up above your head, he's then had to turn himself around and got into big muddle. The result of which is Babar Azam.
Ufone 4G पे U Power 300 लगाओ with 8 GB data, 100 off net minutes. वो भी सिर्फ 300 रुपए में. अभी star 1234 star 4 hash मिलाओ और लगातार बातें करते.
Stronger Pepsi. कमाल! टेस्ट है यार.
नई स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी का कमाल वो ट्राई करके देखो.
एक बहुत टपाल दानेदार तुम में.
It's a nice shot. That is beautiful. Economy of movement, just a little punch. All balance timing for four.
I mean, that's the most difficult angle to create. That wide mid-on shot. Because you normally play that mid-on drive, a straight drive. But have a look at this angle that he's created. This is magnificent. High back lift, still head. Just going through with shot, trusting the bounce, trusting the surface. Worried about what Rabada has done before this. That's the other thing that does so well, Simon Ewe. He'll always have that loose ball in his mind, irrespective whether he's been given 4 or 5 tough delays to tackle. The moment he sees a soft ball, he'll put it away. That was glorious.
Another beauty. Again, driven again, and gone for 4. He's in Bayern 4. Saim Ayub.
Beautiful balance from Saim Ayub. Saw one early on in the over. Drive, this is in the straight drop. Hospital. Balance is absolutely superb. Look at that high out, full base of the bats. The usual shots here at the Wanderers. Eating on it. Looking good.
Just missing the length a little bit as he tries to stay full. And he'll say because of the hardness and newness of the ball that if he's to miss, he's going to miss closer to the batter. But it's a little too full that. No second invitation required.
There's a different kind of feel to you if you're in that winning dugout. And you weather the storm, you see off the difficult moments quite cleverly because your new response is a different one. It's a winning response. So, yes, conditions are difficult, but you're backing yourself because you've beaten South Africa twice before. You can deal with it just a little better.
Oh, gone at it. And another one.
एक कप और डबल दानेदार तुम में एक और कप चाय
हेयरवेल शैम्पू हेयर कलर मिलाएं, लगाएं और 10 मिनट में वॉश करें। हेयरवेल शैम्पू हेयर कलर, अब कलर करना शैम्पू जितना आसान।
Brazil Kielmetz, Richt Melai, ja, imitatie.
हेयरवेल शैम्पू हेयर कलर मिलाएं, लगाएं और
Of South Africa and Pakistan. It's a very fine delivery first up for Marco Janssen. Just a quick look at that schedule up until now. So South Africa winning the KFC T20 International Series, Pakistan winning the One Day National Series. We've got Big Day, Pink Day, all about breast cancer awareness. It's been a remarkable Pink Day over the years. So, of course, leading 2-0. Of course, South Africa want to play really well in this one. It's an event they play so well in normally. Just a little bit extra good news is that the weather forecast is looking okay for the next or so, maybe two. Hello, Sean.
No.
Hello, Sean.
No more forecast for you, Hayden.
Hello, Sean. Good afternoon.
Yes, hello, Hayden.
Just a quick look at the radar. There we go. Looks perfect, Sean.
Exactly. Starting to get a bit of a stigma around the Wanderers. Now, Durban used to have the stigma, but T20 match rained out. Now we can rock up here for the Pink Day and in delays. Anyway, it looks set for a while. We get a decent encounter in.
Nice crowd in, considering the weather we've had right at the start. Hi, Mamla. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Eddie. Good afternoon, Polly. Everyone listening around the world. Chris Tulloch, we've seen some classical batting play. The stroke play reminds of the Test series up coming up. Bowling's been good. Leaving us at Rotterdam. Always felt that at the Wanderers, the first 10 overs is a crucial time to bat. It's always in it for the bowlers. You've got to give some sort of respect.
Yeah, I think even more so today also with the rain we've had of late. And that happens up here in the Highford. There's always bound to be a little bit of moisture around the surface. Both captains, by the way, wanted to bowl first. Pafuma had the choice when he won the toss. Swing and a miss that time, a little bit of movement away.
Yeah, and by the movement of Seaman through the air, justified to the toss and bowl first. And also didn't know how many overs would be completed. We've already lost 3 for each side. There's a fantastic to bowl. Most of the one internationals that I played in my day were really good bowling, and then later on it was good for Shimamala and Abby de Villiers and popping up some big scores.
And didn't they do that? Tell me about that, Hudson. How much did you enjoy wearing pink here?
Yeah, I always enjoyed playing at the Wanderers. Hazy, Pink Day, fantastic initiative, and it's always a highlight of the calendar for the Proteas team. Get a new package of kit, all pink. Get the stylists in the team, Buff to the Seas, and a few other lads who always try to add to the accessory. Shoes,
Oakleys, pink Oakleys.
Pink Oakley, pink shoes, pink sweatbands.
I didn't have to change much, of course. And
John, open the sunroof.
Ocean X7. Watch us move.
डेटॉल सोप के रोजाना इस्तेमाल से 100 बीमारी आने वाले जरासीम से शील्ड करना है आसान।
हेयरवेल शैम्पू हेयर कलर मिलाएं, लगाएं और 10 मिनट में वॉश करें। हेयरवेल शैम्पू हेयर कलर, अब कलर करना शैम्पू जितना आसान।
these two batsmen from Pakistan are going to try and resurrect things a little bit. The run rate is quite low at the moment. It's tough work out there for these two batsmen.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it's been some good bowling. You've got to appreciate the area that Peter Robada and Marco Janssen have hit tight off stump, good length, tested the defense of the Pakistan batsmen, but they've handled it pretty well.
Tried to pull out of that one. Got a bit of a bottom edge, and it went for 4.
Yeah, fortunate boundary this one, Babar Azam. This is a good area from Peter about. Nothing wrong with the delivery. But as you say, he's just trying to withdraw the bat there, Lars, and then scarred it maybe down to third man, if anything. I don't know what we're allowed to call that anymore. It used to be a Chinese cut, but I don't know if it's the official language anymore.
Side edge, I think. Well, that's come back as well. Good stuff from Rabada.
Yeah, he's bowling the test length, which is what is synonymous with the Wanderers. Ball tends to nip a bit, particularly with the overhead conditions, the grass hinge. You need to put out your best batting technique to kind of negotiate the first 10 overs, 12 overs. Back in the day, we used to also say if you were 35 for 135 for out, lost 10 overs, you were okay.
That one going the other way. It's a good grass covering. It's not necessarily live grass, but it's a bit of carpet.
Have a look at what we've seen from KG. Some of these deliveries, that one a little bit of width, but in general, the line and length been superb. Asked a lot of questions to the left-handers, to the right-handers. Deserved more than just the one wicket he's got so far.
Considerable movement.
Gordon Washington will be sitting there thinking to himself, I'm making my debut here at the moment. There's a little bit of movement through the air and off the seam, and if I hit the right areas, I could be mighty effective. Think of other games that have been played here at the Wanderers where you're Harding. Getting his limbs nice and loose and can't be far away from him of Bavuma throwing the ball to him.
Bowling briskly of late. Good wash.
नया गाढ़ा हार्पिक जो सिर्फ 200 रुपए में जमकर दाग धब्बे हटाए और पूरे 2 महीने चमकाए निहारी को वाइप कर देगा।
ब्राइट, क्योंकि नए ब्राइट का बेस्ट एवर फॉर्मूला गहराई से दाग निकाल।
एक कप और टप्पा दानेदार, तुम में एक और कप चाय।
Get lost in translation. Galaxy AI's live translate feature. You can talk in any language, just like that.
Experience. The other thing to notice is if you have a look at that shirt that he's wearing, that was from the 91-92 World Cup. It was his dad's shirt. Special moment for the family.
Yeah, I played a lot with Tisha Bosch. I remember the young boys. So we were growing up. Boys around the place. There was another who was a nuisance. His name was Chris Morris. The com box now, and he's still a nuisance. There's Ethan. Terrific, nice touch. Away.
The nice thing for him, from his perspective, go up and say, listen, don't try anything really. Over to just hit your air with your normal 4-day kind of lengths. You'll be effective on this pitch. Talking about the colours too, South Africa changed the shades of pink that we've seen over the years, and it was actually this one on the top of the head there, the light pink. It's gone a bit more shocking as the years have gone on.
Solid stuff. The runs have dried up here now a little bit for Pakistan. Has been moving around. It's a very important, very intriguing time in this game right now. South Africa looking to fire back in this one. The test match is too far away. That's on Boxing Day. Students will park up the road. So they'd dearly love to get things back on track here, South Africa, and play well here and take that momentum into the build for the test, which is going to be a huge counter. Short delivery, well directed, but beautifully played. Oh, and he's missed it by Parker. Got to stop that. He's a very good at. We know that from the catch he took a couple of days ago.
Fantastic shot from Sam Ayub. It's short ball from Marco Jansen. In full control, kept down, rolled his hands, rolled his wrist, rather over the ball. The ball. Fantastic height for a bumper, and you don't mind that as a bowler. The captain, see that type of length, can always top edge it, but the batsman was certainly in good nick, as Saeem Ayub, and he controlled that beautifully.
Nice extension of their arms, isn't it? Sometimes in the short pitch delivery, you'll see some of the batters, the arms get kind of short and they lose your power. Whereas he extended it beautifully and got over the control it nice over the top.
Ayub is a wonderful, wonderful player. Been a delight to watch him perform in the series so far. 90 not out, 100 as well. And in 5-star as well.
I think if you're a subcontinent batsman and you come to South Africa, you have this type of series and show this type of aptitude for batting as he has, certainly bodes very well. Another short one. To control again, but this time Mapaka! Oh! Blunder in the outfield. Never nice for anybody. It's more Saeem Ayub.
Marco Jansen saying pretty calm. I think I'd be a bit upset by these two that have gone to the fence. The first one was a decent effort, but this one in pocket to sort it out easily. Just bounces a little bit and doesn't manage to grab a hold of it. Through the fingers. Ayub's got to 24 now, 30. The Reese 5-4s to his credit.
Fielding's been a bit of an issue. Just those two. Was it 5 catches down the
एक कप डब्बल दानेदार तुम में एक और कप चाय
John, open the sunroof.
Ocean X7. Watch us move.
لذيذة रसमलाई घर में फौरन तैयार
ना कोई भी पुराना मोबाइल हमें दे जाए और नया सैमसंग फोन ले जाए।
Samsung trade-in offer. पुराना फोन लाओ, नया फोन ले जाओ।
कप डब्बल दानेदार तुम में एक और कप चाय
हेयरवेल शैम्पू हेयर कलर मिलाएं, लगाएं और 10 मिनट में वॉश करें। हेयरवेल शैम्पू हेयर कलर, अब कलर करना शैम्पू जितना आसान।
Ufone 4G Pay U-Power 300 lagao with 8 GB data.
He's only faced some deliveries off mark. So Rabar continues. He started his 6. There's Marco Jansen just swapping over some wheels.
Yeah, sometimes you'll have a strapped toe or something along the lines. I don't know if it.
Got a blowout.
He's got a blowout. One of his studs will be ripping out. And he ideally wants to get those new sparks worn in before the test series starts.
They look quite large too, those wheels.
Yeah, I don't think they're anything less than about a 13 or 14, to be brutally honest.
Yeah, he's just checking. He's just
Yeah,
13.
he's got the- Those are the fresh sparks. So, a bit wary as a fast bowler when you're getting some new wheels on, because fearful blisters. Obviously, they're a bit firmer and they can dig into your toe a touch.
Oh, that's a very good delivery. Top direction from Bida. Back line. Good take. Very good take.
Yeah, it's a fierce short ball from KG Rabada. Direction perfect. One of the impressive things of this opening spell has actually been the pace of the seam bowlers. Rabada's been bringing the 140 mark. Marco Jansen also in the 140 mark.
Boone was quite keen to send that upstairs, actually. He was asking Heinrich Klaassen if there was anything, and he said he didn't hear anything, Heinrich.
Yeah, talking about the speeds, I'm looking forward to see Quinn and Mark would come into the equation and see what he managed to strike today. played together, him and KG, so there could be some bragging rights as to who bowls the quickest delivery today. And KG's quickest one I've seen is 145 or 146.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see when you have that type of competition of bowling cricket. Polly, did you ever have a competition with that when you first started?
No, I was never quicker than Donald. I think me and Zulu might have gone head to head a few times. You could bowl the quickest delivery.
Nice drive through extra cover. Beautifully controlled by Saim Ayub. Faces on by Bavuma. He's going to get the dive out, but he doesn't make it. Couldn't track it down.
Yeah, change of angle around the wicket to Rabada, and on the angle just came in nasty. Saim Ayub just caressed that one through the cover. We had a bit of rain, but it hasn't really affected the outfield. That one still went away quickly. This is an exquisite cover drop.
Superb balance. Ayub. Smart the Bob Rosin. Rates going close to the 4.4 mark now. We've got to serve this guy. Scan for one.
जो तेरा ख्याल ही बहुत है
चल पगले, मुझे पता है तेरे पास डेटा बहुत है।
जब यूफोन 4G की डिजिटल मेगा ऑफर पे मिले 200 GB डेटा तो हर दिल बोले डेटा बहुत है।
Share more, play more, like a pro. WeGoTel U26.
एक कप और टपरानेदार तुम में एक और कप चाय
हेयरवेल शैम्पू हेयर कलर मिलाएं, लगाएं और 10 मिनट में वॉश करें। हेयरवेल शैम्पू हेयर कलर, अब कलर करना शैम्पू जितना आसान।
स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी कमाल क्या टेस्ट है यार
ये नई स्ट्रॉन्ग पेप्सी का कमाल खुद ट्राई करके देखो
एक कप और टपरानेदार तुम में एक और कप चाय
Capture every moment. The Healy
In place.
This is his 4 wickets he got in Cape Town. Got about same kind of delivery that he got Brazil out in first T20 internationally. Great catch of his own bowling, and this was in the last overs where then in the back end we'll just try and carve deliveries out of the ground, use his variations and pick up another 2.
Extra bounce that time. Nice buzz of this crowd too. Sold out. Big day today at the Wanderers, as it often is. So that means there's going to be 26,000, and I guess a few holding back because they were concerned about the weather. I think worked on the onside.
Well, I know we've been talking about the fast bowling. I've seen many series where you have almost 3 bowlers on each team bowling at 140 plus. You have Kwena Mafaka, Kejirada and Marco Jansen touching the 140 and 140 plus mark. And with the Pakistan team, you've got Mohammad Hasnain who's come in. He bowls some rockets. Haris Rauf also some rockets. And Shah Afridi 140 plus. So it's quite an exciting time to be a fast bowler, to watch fast bowling. Oh, absolute jeffer.
That's the first time he's got it a little bit fuller, and that's where he needs to be. You get the feeling that maybe a foot fuller than this. He's given it time to just move fraction through the air, and once it pitches, it's a really good movement. That's the kind of delivery he needs to be bowling. He's got the slip in place, and the man you want to bring in
It's gone a long way. That delivery's gone plenty. 2 balls shy, completing 12 overs. Of course, there's 2 new balls. To top edge. Chance. No. Chance in the crowd.
Yeah, it was a chance until we realized you were in Johannesburg, Hazy. And this ball absolutely pings off the bat. It's a top edge. There's no doubt that Mapaka's on him for speed. Got onto him too quickly. Out in the air, and I think it's Tristan Stubbs who's on the field. He would have thought for a moment that he could take the catch. Good catch taken in the crowd, but unfortunately for South Africa, fortunately for Pakistan, it's the maximum.
It's short. I know there's been some petrels involved, but about altitude 6,000 feet above sea level here. They're saying the ball travels about 8 meters further than it does at the coast because of the thin air.
डेटॉल के रोजाना इस्तेमाल से 100 बीमारी फैलाने वाले जरासीम से हील करना है आसान।
कुक कढ़ाई से भी फाइट कर लेगा। कौन?
ब्राइट, क्योंकि नए ब्राइट का बेस्ट एवर फॉर्मूला गहराई से दाग निकाले।
John, open the sunroof.
Ocean Extra, water smooth.
Capture every moment. The Helio G91 Ultra Octa-core processor. WeGoTel U26.
Debut, first delivery. What a moment. Driven with the super.
Yeah, just nice for him to have a little bit of protection so he can just settle after the power play. And well, domestically this season, you know, he gets on there. There's their career. 37 gets 32 games. Economy rate's good. Average probably will be a little bit better, but he'll be working on it as he goes on throughout his career.
Sliding across. Are you sure none of you have been interested in the altitude story here for bowlers and how tough it be?
Keith Ross, that's his brother, who's here to witness his debut. Must be a proud moment. But yeah, Hazy's from a golfing perspective, last 10 degrees further. So when you say it goes 8 meters further, because the ground is basically 8 meters from the inside, so you add on that little 10%, what happens to it. But also from a bowling perspective, I always thought that you got the ball to shape, particularly if it's a still day at the Harvard. The ball definitely moves through the air better compared to the coast, which plus 3 conditions.
One thing that's quite important here for Babar Azmi, he hasn't had a great deal of strike late. Often been down that non-strike end where he's been fighting off these quicks South Africa. It's a sort of batsman that needs to basically quite a few deliveries to keep in rhythm. A wonderful player. For today in his last 10 ODIs, he's been averaging 59, Babar Azmi.
Yeah, he's a quality player, and sometimes you get the feeling that even though he hasn't faced much back over the last couple of overs, might suit him and suit Pakistan in this context where you actually need somebody to battle long innings, take the game a bit deeper, and that's what Pakistan have done better than South Africa have done in the series. That someone in the top order has batted towards the end of the game. That's why they've got bigger scores than South Africa have. In the South African team, you have about 4 or 5 guys in the top order that have got their 20s and 30s but haven't quite kicked on. It's just South Africa from getting those big totals or chasing down the big totals.
He's bowled 2 deliveries at 104 k's per hour. This first over. Bosch.
Yeah, we'll have to look at the decimal points to see if he's put kg or not.
Narrow it down. Get the boys busy down in the bruck with their white bits on. A good tidy starts for his first over in international cricket. 61.
नया गाढ़ा हार्पिक जो सिर्फ 200 रुपए में जमकर दाग भी हटाए और पूरे 2 महीने चमकाए ऐसा टॉयलेट बनाए नए जैसा।
Ufone 4G Pay U Power 300 लगाओ with 8 GB data, 100 off net minutes. वो भी सिर्फ 300 रुपए में। अभी *1234*4 मिलाओ और लगातार बातें करते जाओ।
कपाल दानेदार तुम में एक और कप चाय
लजीजा कुल्फा से भरा नारी अज्जा से बना घर में बनाए प्यार जमा
Crack way. That's solid downfield fairly quick. I think that's going to be a little tease. No. Upper wins.
The length from Mapaka has been a little bit predictable, unfortunately. His first 3 deliveries of the first over were too short, and he started this over a similar vein. Needs to be getting it to saw him when he pitched the one up. He got beautiful movement to the left-handed Sam Ayub. He could do the similar thing to Babar Azam, but the length does need to change.
3 runs off that first delivery to replace those divots. Aiden Markram. Reduced to 47 overs per team. If the forecast is okay at the moment, the clouds are fairly high. Been on since the start of play, so overcast from the beginning. The bowling side. Reducing the surface. What shot that is! That is a beauty down the ground. That's 4. My. That's beautiful. 151 flick. Just presented the blade down the ground.
Sam Ayub's been looking an amazing touch. Type of length you want to bowl, but just have a look at that.
It's over at adjustment, just too full that one. He bowled the perfect length in the last over. Sam Ayub has been such good touch throughout this tour. Really has been impressive. I haven't seen him live in action. We've seen records and performances that he's put in. Fantastic addition to this Pakistani batting lineup.
For that time, gets that away as well. They're going to come back for the second. Hashim, I want you just to break down his technique a little bit for us, just to tell us what you like about it.
The thing I like most about him is his economy of movement. See me very still at the crease. That goes up, it goes down. That's why it looks like he has a lot of time. He's been comfortable on the short ball, and you always want to test the bat on the short ball to see if they've got time. And he's looked like he's had ample time. And when the ball's missed up, he's just planting the blade. I think of early in the innings, he hit a shot of A.J. Rabada through mid-on, mid-wicket, mid-on, that type of area. If somebody's hitting a shot like that, you know that he's seeing it big and that he's got a lot of time. And the one player who I remember playing shots similar to that is Jacques Kallis. He'd keep the blade on the ball for a long period of time, and that is it's just fantastic to watch, and it's got a big future, this young man.
Yeah, your point is about weight. Is falling over, then you can't hit them because you end up quicker to get Babar Azam's another fantastic example of a guy who gets into a beautiful position. I've been impressed with his mentality that you've seen. Mental toughness and his process that he's shown us already on this tour. Well, obviously interesting to see what happens in the test arena. But the initial sign as a young man is a really good find for Pakistan.
Last 14th. Good finish from Mapaka. A little bit of tap.
तेरा ख्याल ही बहुत है
अगले मुझे पता है तेरे पास डेटा बहुत है।
जब यूफोन 4G की डिजिटल मेगा ऑफर पे मिले 200 GB डेटा तो हर दिल बोले डेटा बहुत है।
एक कप और डब्बा दानेदार, तुम में एक और कप चाय।
Capture LG Mobile. The Helio G91 Ultra octa-core processor. Wigo Tel U26.
वो कढ़ाई से भी फाइट करेगा। कौन?
ब्राइट, क्योंकि ब्राइट का बेस्ट एवर फॉर्मूला गहराई से दाग निकाल।
क्या ball, gosh, second over. There's some shape there for him. Chris Murray know him very well. Is he going through the moment?
A proud moment for Corbin Bosch. Legacy of his dad. Tertius. Very proud cricketing family. Ethan in the crowd. He's late on in his career putting it together. Finally getting a call up to the pro. He had a very good domestic season, ball really quickly and consistently. Good to see him having a go.
That was hit firmly. Very firmly indeed.
Yeah, you've got to be temperamentally strong when you're bowling to somebody like Babar Azam because your margin squeezed straight away. That was a powerful cut shot. And making sure that he did not mess this up. Good fielding. It's a coldish kind of a day, so that must have stung hard.
Like aggression as well from him. Yeah, maybe called a wide, but find the bit of the aggression. Rush, I heard Mike Hazeman talk about as I'm not quite having as much of the strike as he just recently.
Yeah, I'll continue to bat like this. Babar Azam has got plenty of experience. 25 years of 40 balls. He'll absorb the pressure very nicely. Blocked by South Africa. He'll continue to do that. Corbin has pace, good wheels, and so he could be an important member for this South African bowling spread because as a first change, as someone who comes and bowls at that fourth position to have that kind of pace, he could be a bit like Haris Rauf.
And there's one thing Corbin Boss isn't shy of is trying to look quick. Into the phase where he had and there's an unhealthy obsession with bounces in the four-day series, and with his pace, it was a handful.
Well, he's got a strong bowling action. Strong arm, seems to hit the deck hard, and so ideal for short pitch stuff.
A rather smooth action. He does get it right. We saw him. Just ball the one swing away. See the gather. Quite strong, very strong at the crease. Nice and tall. Turning it around the corner for one. But what he does in terms of that action is consistency. There's not much cross movement. You want to cross the lines. Draw a line straight on his head to his feet. See that arm and front leg. All in sync. Nicely over the top. With that bracelet, you can generate a serious amount of pace. One of those bowlers you always felt hits the bat really hard. It was an absolute nightmare to face in the nets, I can tell you that much.
That why you said he had an unhealthy obsession with bounces because you faced him so much in the nets?
Not necessarily put me in the lead. But yes, I was the one to say that the unhealthy obsession was probably aimed at me. Thanks, Mark Archer, for that. But yeah, it's exciting to see someone that can bowl this quickly, consistently come into the team. And as I said, later on in his career, Even 32 now. Almost feel that he's at the prime as a fast bowler.
Fast bowling between two. Much happening in the over, so balls are important.
These are good bowling conditions. But Spirit fought for the wet run-up as well because it's a wet outfield and a guy's play first ODI. So you missed him. You've seen him to miss the target twice now in this over. That could be because of the wet, patchy run-up. A little bit of sawdust there as well to help the bowlers with their gripping, foot gripping.
Actually see the footsteps. Oh, another misfield. There's been a few today. Actually see the footsteps in that run-up. That gives you an idea. It's 7 for 1.
Share more. Play more. Like a pro. We go tell you 26.
सेंसोडाइन रैपिड सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसोडाइन रैपिड का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं इट वर्क्स।
From never to my first ever, join the flip side.
वो बिहारी को वाइप कर देगा। कौन?
ब्राइट, क्योंकि नए ब्राइट का बेस्ट है फॉर्मूला गहराई से दाग निकालने।
Good. The altitude can help you reach that target. For Tain now, it's been given the ball after 15 overs. It's a reminder, it's 47 over game now, both sides. It's practically off stump, but well played in the end.
Pakistan once again pacing this innings perfection because this is how they play. They played that hand quite well in the last ODI as well. That's not such a great length. Took a little bit of time to adjust to wet conditions. This is what Pakistan do generally. Up front, partnership between Babar and Rizwan in the middle order with Sam Ayub to provide them with that aggression. And the likes of Kamran Blam and the rest to come in and make use of a good middle period set up by this pair.
Such control of his game. So amazing to think. Only just recently made his ODI debut. Just continue to press. A couple of hundreds already to his name, just his 9th ODI. And played in tough conditions. In Australia, to Zimbabwe and then to South Africa. Not easy condition for an opening batter in South Africa.
Generally, you're judged on 2 lengths if you're an opener, the bouncer and the length ball outside the off stump. And he's been pretty decent for a young kid. He's only 22. His career is off to a grand start here. 68 average.
Move to 49 now. Sam Ayub. Great control.
John, open the sunroof.
Ocean X7. Watch us move.
Ufone 4G पे U Power 300 लगाओ with 8 GB data, 100 off net minutes. वो भी सिर्फ 300 रुपए में. अभी *1234*4 hash मिलाओ और लगातार बातें करते जाओ. तो कोई भी पुराना मोबाइल हमें दे जाए और नया सैमसंग फोन ले जाए.
सैमसंग ट्रेड इन ऑफर. पुराना फोन लाओ, नया फोन ले जाओ.
एक और डबल दानेदार तुम में एक और चाय
We've got batters in form, playing their individual roles really well. As well for next year.
Such a good cause to the pink drive. Should be a little attachment saying if we could get Sean Pollock in that jacuzzi, we'll double all the monies.
Beautifully bowled. Swearing him up there, talking about his control of the game, but that's a beautiful ball.
Yeah, around the stump, get that kind of drift. Really was special. Can he be consistent though? I think that's the big question to ask right now because Pakistan have played pace quite well. The timing is flawless, man. Natural, high back lift, beautiful to watch, and then he ties them beautifully as well.
Yeah, chatting to the groundsman before the game started, he said the top layer of the pitch would be quite dry and quite hard, but there's a little bit of moisture underneath, which could have caused a little bit of slowness or too pace in wicket. What we've seen, the wicket pretty solid and coming onto the bat beautifully. You say, are you just leaning on the deliveries beautifully?
Caused a few troubles though for Ayub. Bosch just finding range, his target. I'm sure those nerves, the adrenaline is all too.
It is box.
A delivery that would cripple some of the strongest men in the world. We've all been there as cricketers. Have a look and see where this is. More of a better word, crunched into the body of Saim Ayub.
Well, 82 for 1 at the moment. Bosch has asked a few questions. He's causing a few problems at the moment for one of Pakistan's best right now within series.
So usually it's going to hurt in the morning. No, that's going to hurt for some time. Always wondered what the physio would do. They've even got the paramedics coming up. The ice packs are off. Good luck with that, ladies.
Well, it is 82 for 1 at the moment. We're going to have a little bit of a break for drinks now as games start to heat up the Wanderers.
Drink Break is brought to you by
डबल दानेदार तुम में एक कप चाय
डेटॉल सोप के रोजाना इस्तेमाल से 100 बीमारी फैलाने वाले जरासीम से शील करना है आसान।
सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं इट वर्क्स। सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है और इसके बाद आप अपनी मनपसंद चीजें और खाने एंजॉय कर सकते हैं। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल क्योंकि ये फौरी असर देता है। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं इट वर्क्स।
एक कप और डबल दानेदार तुम में एक और कप चाय
Capture every moment. The Helio G90 Ultra octa-core processor. Wigo Tele 26.
सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं इट वर्क्स।
तो कोई भी पुराना मोबाइल हमें दे जाए और नया सैमसंग फोन ले जाए।
Samsung trade-in off. पुराना फोन लाओ, नया फोन ले जाओ।
पेशेंट्स मुझे अक्सर कंप्लेन करते हैं कि भी ठंडी या गर्म चीज़ जैसे कि आइसक्रीम, चाय, कॉफ़ी लेने से दांतों में शदीद तकलीफ का एहसास होता है। इस सेंसेशन को हम सेंसिटिविटी कहते हैं और इसका असर इनकी रोज़मर्रा की ज़िंदगी पर भी पड़ता है। ये खुद से ठीक नहीं होती। सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 7 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है और इसके बाद आप अपनी मनपसंद चीज़ें और खाने एंजॉय कर सकते हैं। मैं रिकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोज़ाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल, क्योंकि ये फौरी असर का है। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं इट वर्क्स।
John, open the sunroof.
Ocean X7. Watch us move.
Jesus, certainly the partnerships that they have put together. I mean, watching this, it must also send a lot of confidence to the rest of the batting order.
100%. Yeah, I mean, pristine partnership on a difficult pitch. Initially, the ball did move around. This was top edge, then all the way for 6, but he plays that full shot so well. That straight drive was a classic one. So many things to like and admire about Simon Youth. The flow, the poise, the balance. He's got it all.
Certainly seem to have it all. And while the form is running well, just keep going with it as long as you can. Everybody knows in this game that tables turn eventually again, but just want to enjoy it as much as he possibly can. He's had an absolute bright year. Okay, yeah, no doubt. Pakistan's point of view, with everything that's been going on, some of the disappointments from the World Cups, this will be a big lift.
Listen, I think Simon will benefit a great deal if he becomes a permanent fixture for Pakistan in Test cricket, because that'll help him to understand his game a little bit more. Right now, considered for white ball formats, but I think he has got a lot to offer as a Test cricketer as well. The pace with which he plays.
For Simon Ayub, second in his ODI career to go with 200s already. One of them on this tour. So makes him a run scorer within the series.
Yeah, it's another thumb up gesture for Simon Ayub. Doesn't want any hype, but he's creating a hype. What a player, what a knock, and making use of his good form as well. There's such an important aspect for a young cricketer to make sure that once you've got the ball in your heart, when you've got the form, you've got to make it count.
Head and Shoulders अब 100 रुपए की बचत के साथ तो जड़ तक खाए ताकि डैंड्रफ वापस ना आए.
Just potentially looking at the proper piece. It's quite a wet run up. You can see all the sawdust on the ground and what happens to happen when you are running into the ball and your spikes are a little bit wet underneath. You do slide at the crease. You do bowl that bumper. You a little bit short. He's hit a good length apart from those couple of wides that he has bowled, has Corbin Bosch. Top of the stumps line has been good.
Get a run from the extra ball in the over.
Head and Shoulders अब 100 रुपए की बचत के साथ जो जड़ तक जाए ताकि डैंड्रफ वापस ना आए. अब सिर्फ 800 रुपए में.
Stronger Pepsi. कमाल क्या टेस्ट है यार.
ये नई स्ट्रॉ पेप्सी का कमाल वो ट्राई करके देखो.
एक और डबल दादा तुम में एक और चाय.
At the length the spinner should bowling on the surface, gents.
Look, I think that last delivery is the perfect length. I'm almost trying to find that in-between length for spinners. Oh, and a bit of width off it from beyond Fontaine. And the class of Babar Azam getting low, using the pace and carve it through points.
Yeah, for my liking, it's just a little too fast and too flat. allowing Babar Azam to play that cut shot. Not for the first time. This time he put it into the gap. Played it late, right on top of that one. He can fiddle with the long on and long on fields as well. Babar Azam is not going to hit ball up in the air. I think he'll be quite happy to just mill the ones and twos. But create an impact by just doing something with the field set.
Just delivery 90. Not to 6, that 190. So just a little bit of pace off it. You mentioned maybe a little too quick initially. Yeah, maybe now making adjustments in that pace, realizing exactly what you're talking about.
It'll allow him to grip and spin the ball as well and not be one-dimensional, because right now what he's trying to do is to not leak runs. I think bowl with that kind of mindset. The idea has got to be to pick up a wicket.
What happened in South Africa, able to get the return against spell towards the back end, but the damage already been done. Chasing Newlands, a lot about it. It's tough when you've got anything to 40. They got well in excess of 240. Nice adjustment from Forte, which ends that over. 92 for 1.
तेरा ख्याली बहुत है।
चल पगले, मुझे पता है तेरे पास डेटा बहुत है।
जब यूफोन 4G डिजिटल मेगा ऑफर पे मिले 200 GB डेटा तो हर दिल बोले डेटा बहुत है।
वो निहारी को वाइप कर देगा। कौन?
ब्राइट, क्योंकि नए ब्राइट का बेस्ट एवर फॉर्मूला गहराई से दम निकाले।
एक और टपरानेदा मैं एक
Keeping an eye on Nakosh's pace. Generally, it's been even 4+, and that just looked like it was expecting possibly, even though it was only 140.
That's interesting. We were talking about it earlier. This ball hits the bat really hard. 140. Okay, quick enough. Move off the wicket there. And this is what he's done all season, Corbin Bosch, for Titans up the road. Run and hit back of a length. Force batters to make a play. He hasn't offered up many boundary balls. There just column, yes, you can always work that. But tricky with the run up and a wet spikes. But the loose deliveries that I like at the moment, he hasn't offered up many of those. And needed. And the pressure, and you've got batter in. Force them to make the play. Force them to hit the shot.
Others and a good adjustment to the extra bounce here. Riding the bounce nicely, different to what he would have experienced at the coast.
If he gets value out bowling bouncers, then he must look to bowl a bouncer every now and then, because that's his wicket-taking option and a surprise delivery as well. He's got pace really to keep batsmen honest with that length, with a shorter length.
Man, with that short delivery, must have struggled to find the right length. Gone over at his head. The short change of angle for Corbin Bosch, and asking that one to lift off length. Good pace again, 140 clips. Yeah, just need to find that on this type of wicket. How short do you go? How full do you go to get it up to the batsman's head? And the one positive for Corbin Bosch, if he does go short, is that these batters are taking on the short ball, so there is opportunity.
You mentioned earlier, Chris, about the ball slightly fuller times, carried away with the bounce. Did see one where he hit the short ball and ballooned over the top of the head of batter to keeper. That was the wide. So it does happen as well. Like you said, if you don't get the length right, this balloons over the top.
नए स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी कमाल क्या टेस्ट है यार
स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी का कमाल ट्राई करके देखो
एक कप और डबल दानेदार तुम में एक और कप चाय
Share more. Play more. Like a pro. Go tell you 26.
Who's now just a circle away. Circle and search it just like that.
Ufone 4G पे U Power 300 लगाओ with 8 GB data, 100 off net minutes. वो भी सिर्फ 300 रुपए में. अभी
Yeah, will be interesting.
I think they'll just look to knock it around as they have been doing. Wait for that boundary ball. They have been quite patient and a little easy at the moment. We mentioned in the previous over of Bjorn Container with the pace that he needs to be bowling. Now on the head there. Rambo, slower your ball. Looks like he's getting a little bit of purchase off the wicket. So yes, don't forget that quicker one, but important to find that pace early on.
Slow pace will allow him to bowl that middle and leg still line also. Fast power will go across the line. The ball may just grip and spin just a little bit more than what Power is expecting it to.
Boundaries may have tried it from the other end. Saim Ayub is batting. Babar Azam is ensuring they keep coming.
You got to be consistent. So the pace has been slackened, but you got to find the right length also. That was on the shorter side, made into a short ball, but going back into the Babar Azam. There's a little bit of spin, but allow Babar Azam a good look in. And it went a couple of bounces into the fence.
So, the ball moved quickly. Stage predicted towards around 244, just dropped off a little bit. The batting that Pakistan has to get, they can certainly make that up. Not a concern for Pakistan. People liked it. We'll still bring a six. Able that over.
नया गाढ़ा हार्पिक तो सिर्फ 200 रुपए में चक्कर दाग भी हटाए और पूरे 2 महीने चमकाएगा टॉयलेट बनाए नए जैसा Sean, open the sun.
Ocean X7. Watch us move.
Ufone 4G पे U Power 300 लगाओ with 8 GB data, 100 off net minutes. वो सिर्फ 300 रुपए में. अभी *1234*4 hash में आओ और लगातार बातें करते जाओ.
एक कप और डबल दानेदार तुम में एक और कप चाय
Share more. Play more.
Going to park up to the attack. I don't mind changing, rotating the seamers from either ends. Change of angle. Just remember, that drop Baba is most difficult of pitches. The need to be taken from beyond Fontaine. Moment he does look set. Looks like he wants to play.
A little inquiry. Most of it is from behind the stumps. Not a lot of interest on the Parker. Bit on the board now for Pakistan.
Trying to possibly get the ball back into the stumps, looking for that in-swinging angle.
What an incredible shot. That's beautiful watch. Through his career, you would have seen him do that so many times. Under partnership.
Yeah, he liked it as well. We know Babar Azam is a glorious cover driver, and this was such a good angle that he created. Almost played him like a spinner. Just opening the face of the blade. Have a look at the wrist work here, boys. Folks.
It's just a check drive. Leaning on it, using the pace of Parker and the placement even better. It just looked like he was going to pop it straight to Aiden Markham. And when you looked again, it was racing off to the boundary. Exquisite piece of timing.
Edge near the end. Continuing to find the boundary, so that will take any pressure that may have been created on Simon Hill at the other end. Just switching on partnerships, ebbing and flowing, nothing wrong with that. Disintegrate this partnership. Chances as well going well, so that in just recently. Now the middle of the surface, umpire's not happy with that.
It's a bit frustrating. See the South African bowlers going over their head consistently with their short balls. And there's a place where you do get a bit of extra bounce. Now knowing that, you can give yourself an opportunity to go that slight footballer, get that uncomfortable height for a batter. Definitely something they need to be working on. Thinking on their feet. It's definitely one of those.
I think the challenge for the young left armer would be whether he can adapt to being a defensive bowler from an attacking bowler. And that'll come experience. In what phase of the game you need to bowl differently, the way your captain wants you to perform and bowl. You bowl a couple of wides down the leg side, so experimenting with bouncer, you shouldn't. Because that meant 3 wides. 2 down the leg side and 1 bouncer call from Babar Azam.
Yeah, I think you're spot on there, Romo. Defensive or an attacking bowler. I think naturally it will come to him as an attacking bowler. He's got the extra pace, has got the variation of the wicket. It's about honing in on those skills. And I think if we look at what's been successful on this wicket as a fast bowler, combat the boundaries and tie them down, and has been that top stump length. Even if you go top middle, it's difficult to get away. I find that consistency.
So from captaincy point of view, I think, you know, when you're handling a young kid like this, who's full of potential, it's like managing a leg spinner. Leg spinners can go for plenty of runs, but you've got calm and you've got to be engaging. And I think same works for somebody like him who's only 18 with a lot of talent. And so go haywire at times, but you've got to hang in there with him.
Tell you what, 152 kilometers an hour at 18. I think at 18, my ball went 152 k's an hour. Unbelievably exciting talent.
Oh, is that with authority and power to take him to yet another 50?
सोप के रोजाना इस्तेमाल 100 बीमारी फैलाने वाले जरासीम से शील करना है आसान
तो कोई भी पुराना मोबाइल हमें दे जाए और नया सैमसंग फोन ले जाए।
Samsung trade-in offer. पुराना फोन लाओ, नया फोन ले जाओ।
Capture every moment. The Helio G91 Ultra octa-core processor. Wigo Tel U26.
नया गाढ़ा हार्पिक जो सिर्फ 200 रुपए में जमकर दाग धब्बे हटाए और पूरे 2 महीने चमकाए।
We'll continue. Wow, what a shot that was. 51-64 deliveries, 7 boundaries. That was played with some real authority.
An innings that's taking very much the same shape as what happened in Cape Town. Easy as you go when they start out. To the platform and then look to accelerate right at the back end. That's going to need wickets.
Yeah, it's a template of ODI cricket, setting the game up, allowing your big hitters at the bottom to take charge, the back end. One of the kind of errors that's happening at times is batsmen getting caught up with strike rates, the impact 20 cricket, and sometimes the style of play that the team wants. And when you get caught in the strike rate, how clear am I scoring if you lose the basic of one-day cricket? You've got to set the game up. Some of the biggest scores, 350s, even the 400s have come not in the first 30 overs, comes in the back 15 overs. When the base is set, and then you have the big hitters coming in and they're scoring almost sometimes 200 runs in the last 15, or 150 runs, or 170 runs in the last 15 overs, and that's where those big scores really come from.
That's nasty play. The placement is superb. Will the Zorzi manage to cut it off? He does. And they'll just get back for the second. Nice played, nasty field.
Sean, open the sunroof.
Ocean X7. Watch us move.
You phone 4G pay, you power 300 लगाओ with 8 GB data, 100 off net minutes. वो भी सिर्फ 300 रुपए में. अभी star 1234 star 4 hash मिलाओ. लगातार बातें करते जाओ.
Share more. Play more. Like a pro. Wigo Tel U26.
नया गाढ़ा हार्पिक जो सिर्फ 200 रुपए में जमकर दाग धब्बे हटाए और पूरे 2 महीने चमकाए ऐसा टॉयलेट बनाए।
Almost back in the day where you get off to a good conservative start. Temperate dose of weight in the one again. In those first 10 over, we try to quickly as best as we possibly can, and then fine boundaries in the middle over, then you're ready to kick on back in. It's not been happy this whole series, which has been effective for them. We slow up front and then pick up the score rate.
Yeah, well, it's a good point. I think it's also condition dependent. I mean, if you look at the Wanderers, the average score is 45 in the first 10. Ooh, nasty delivery, dragging back off the seam. Quite amazing. The 22nd over, and the ball still has something in it. Not going to be an easy chase for Africa, no matter what Pakistan gets. But on your point, Polly, condition dependent. When you know it's going to be tough up front, then you've got to allow the game to play. What I mean is, you've got to give the respect to the bowlers, and like
नया गाढ़ा हार्पिक जो सिर्फ 200 रुपए में जमकर दाग धब्बे हटाए और पूरे 2 महीने चमकाए ऐसा टॉयलेट नए जैसा।
मुझे तेरा ख्याल ही बहुत है।
चल
मुझे पता है तेरे पास डेटा बहुत है।
जब यूफोन 4G की डिजिटल मेगा ऑफर पे मिले 200 GB डेटा तो हर दिल बोले डेटा बहुत है।
एक कप डबल दानेदार तुम में एक और कप चाय।
Share more. Play more. Like a pro. Wigo Telu 26.
डेटॉल सोप के रोजाना इस्तेमाल से 100 बीमारी फैलाने वाले जरासीम से शील करना है आसान।
Check the course. The current rate basically will get to 250. Do you think they'd be able to pick up that score rate yet again? Once again over the 300 mark. Short and straight to short with wicket. There's the breakthrough for South Africa. We saw an exquisite shot in the last over. This arm, he picks out that short with wicket.
It was quick. But Baba will be disappointed. However, it's what pace has. What this youngster has, which you can't buy in the supermarket, is pace. And so his margin for error is that bit bigger. It hits high on the stickers as he tries to get into the and pull it away. Having pulled somebody before, and it rushes. So Babar Azam for 52. Pakistan 115 for 2.
शोल्डर्स अब 100 रुपए की बचत के साथ जो जड़ तक जाए ताकि डैन वापस न आए अब सिर्फ 800 रुपए में।
John, open the sunroof.
Ocean XM. Watch us move.
सेंसर रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदे से इस्तेमाल। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं इट वर्क्स।
Share more. Play more. Like a pro. Wigo Telu 26.
Stronger Pepsi. कमाल कैसे यार।
नई स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी का कौन खुद ट्राई करके देखो।
वो निहारी को वाइप कर देगा। कौन?
ब्राइट क्योंकि नए ब्राइट का बेस्ट एवर फॉर्मूला गहराई से रात निकाले।
Truth is now just a circle away. Circle and surgeon, just like that.
एक कप डबल दानेदार तुम में एक और कप चाय।
Share more. Play more. Like a pro. Wigo Telu 20.
Rizwan, captain of Pakistan, to the crease. Just have a look at that sequence as to what folded there. Short pitch delivery, nips back, makes contact with that finger. And all of a sudden the physio's out and having a look at the hand, change of gloves. Next delivery, banged in short again. It kind of looks like he was in control, but it was almost like he was cramped up a little bit for space. Didn't get the contact he was after. The idea would have wanted to pop it over short wicket. It was the same case in the last one there in Cape Town. And shape nicely. That's what we like to see from Quinn and McClark. If he can get the shape into the right handers, you would feel that his rhythm is just a little bit better. I don't think there's any need to send this one up. I think it's definitely missing the leg stump. To see is how Rizwan plays the situation. Delivery. Shape. Unusual the ball to be shaping in the 22nd and 23rd over. Definitely missing leg stump. That one seemed to hold up on the surface a touch and go the other way, beats the edge.
एक कप डबल दानेदार तुम में एक और कप चाय।
डेटॉल सोप के रोजाना इस्तेमाल से सौ बीमारी फैलाने वाले जरासीम से शील्ड करना है आसान।
Share more. Play more. Like a pro. We go tell you 26.
नया गाढ़ा हार्पिक जो सिर्फ 200 रुपए में जमकर दाग तक भी हटाए।
Salisbury, good touch. Cape Town. Once again, this innings has been based upon Simon Ayub. And he's doing a really good job. Playing ball the nice last over, and very happy that there's a new man at the crease. Yeah, what's exciting now from a South African perspective is you feel now you can get your dot balls in. You can pull some pressure onto the Pakistanis. You have Mohammad Rizwan, who's known not to take the game forward immediately. Does eat a lot of dot balls. And with that, does put a lot of pressure on the batsman that's in. If you're a South African fan, then this is when you really want the South African team to tighten the screws on the Pakistani batsmen. Those dot balls and get a few overs of threes and fours. Cause the run rate to dip a little bit. Then you have pressure mounting, and Saim Ayub, who's been batting beautifully. Once he feels the pressure, he might go for a big one. Give South Africa an opportunity to get a wicket. Opportunity to attack, and with the Prasad, we just introduced slip. Trying to bring an extra man into the ring. Oh, that's nasty. Well, that is superb. A little bit of trend and then grips. Beat the outside edge.
You don't expect him to turn too many. 114. That turns beautifully. You're protecting your stumps when you turn up and you play against him.
He gets himself with market. And you come to the crease and you say to the non-striker, what to do? No, not really turn. First delivery, bang. Yeah, absolutely, buddy. Non-striker sells you down the road. We'll say what made that very difficult to play was the 95 kilometers an hour. When it's through the air and it grips, it's almost impossible to play.
At his angle to it.
Pulls that one just short enough. The placements could contact not good enough to take it all the way to the prison.
Share more. Play more. Like a pro. We go tell you 26.
Ufone 4G पे U Power 300 लगाओ with 8 GB data, 100 off net minutes. वो भी सिर्फ 100 रुपए में. अभी *134*4 hash मिलाओ और लगातार बातें करते.
नया गाढ़ा हार्पिक जो सिर्फ 200 रुपए में जमकर दाग तक भी हटाए।
64 South Africa. It's almost worth a bit of a shot, a bit of a signal from behind from Amy Clarkson to say no, that one's heading down as well. Been a bit of a action-packed little spell from Mpaka. Come in, there's been a few short balls, a few balls nipped back, then challenged the batsman, injured a few fingertips. The way he's bowling now, it feels like every ball against the wicket.
Also, just seems there might have been a license given to say, turn up and bowl as fast as you can. You've got carte blanche.
Wow, that's that one I wasn't expecting. I've seen him be a bit more reserved than that. All of a sudden, just a flash in the pan.
And away it goes for 4. Generally in a good position. And he sort of half ducks there. You see that? He half ducks it. And that says perhaps inclination was I need to get out of the way of this, and then decides I'm going to play it. And that's just a split second.
was almost like his knees were bent as well because he was thinking of that, so he didn't have a nice, good launching pad. Let's have a look at how he got out in the last one, Anthony. Banged in short at the absolutely middle. He was in a good position. Just didn't hit it. That's why he was frustrated. This one, as you say, initially maybe thinking of getting out the way, ducking, bent his legs, and didn't get into position to use the power of his strong base, and then picked out short wicket. Yeah, let's have a looking again. That ball crunched, but look how upright he is. And this one, as Tommy mentioned, oh, that's the up duck. And he plays the pull, but because you touched that bit lower, you're unable to get on top of the ball to keep it down and to get the connection you want. And four is one, and this middle is the other. Parker gets away with that short line, just almost stuck in surface again. Come up a similar kind of pace. It's after that contact was made. That's maybe why he was maybe looking to eat it. Maybe his mental space was maybe not look to take him one as yet. Then he had a bit of a chain mind halfway through the delivery coming down the next one.
नया गाढ़ा हार्पिक जो सिर्फ 200 रुपए में जमकर दाग भी हटाए और पूरे 2 महीने चमकाए ऐसा टॉयलेट बनाए नए जैसा।
एक कप और टपल दानेदार, तुम्हें एक और कप चाय। मुझे तो ख्याल ही बहुत है।
चल पगली, मुझे पता है तेरे पास डेटा बहुत है।
जब यूफोन 4G की डिजिटल मेगा ऑफर पे मिले 200 GB डेटा तो हर दिल बोले डेटा बहुत है।
तो कोई भी पुराना मोबाइल हमें जाए और नया सैमसंग फोन ले जाए।
सैमसंग ट्रेड इन ऑफर, पुराना फोन लाओ, नया फोन ले जाओ।
वो कढ़ाई से फाइट कर लेगा कौन?
ब्राइट, क्योंकि नए ब्राइट का बेस्ट एवर फॉर्मूला कढ़ाई से दाग निकाले।
Pakistan might go in and launch. A good little spell here for South Africa.
It just felt that in Cape Town, South Africa didn't squeeze enough. They allowed Bubba and Rizwan to just build along nicely, rotate strike at they saw fit. And that was the downfall back end because they couldn't contain them.
Surprised at the Takashima. We haven't seen a sweep shot or use of the feet or anything along. I know he bowls a speed delivery. That last one was 97 kilometers per hour, but this one a really good sweep. Yeah, I think it's more the pace we mentioned. And some bowls at 95 and above, it's a difficult shot to get down in time and to judge that what type of length is too full or too short, kind of get into trouble. What I've been surprised that if you want to lose a wicket, the batsman coming in has to maintain that type of momentum. Otherwise, it causes pressure for the batsman at the end, and your run rate's just going to dip too far below it, and it's going to cause too much work for your middle order to do. So I think it would be in the interest for Pakistan. As someone like Ruan, take a bit of pressure off Saeem Ayub and maybe take the spin on a little bit. 5 overs since the last boundary. That tells the story for Pakistan. Some of the best teams in the world, if you get track back, we had AB de Villiers at 4. He walked in at this stage, you know that he was taking the game forward. I always think that stock sweep is on. I don't know if Rizwan was maybe shaping that shot in the last delivery.
John, open the sunroof.
Water smooth.
एक कप और चप्पल दानेदार तुम में एक और कप चाय
नया गाढ़ा हार्पिक जो सिर्फ 200 रुपए में चमक दाग धब्बे हटाए और पूरे 2 महीने चमकाए ऐसा टॉयलेट बनाए नए जैसा.
Good for the rest of this encounter. Surprised by this change of angle. I thought he was doing a good job to Rizwan Parker. Yeah. I think the angle from over the wicket brought your slip into play a lot more than Park coming around the wicket. But it always work. I mean, around the wicket at good pace, maybe a ball nipping back through the gate. So it's not that far off, but suddenly you felt that the slip came in more into play, went to the other side. Nice, but we're definitely 2 on the board. And we're trying to push hard a third, trying to disengage chase. At the end, it's quite a comfortable 3. The bottom of the screen on the right hand side projects a score of 228. In this position, you think that's well below par. What Pakistan should get. The South African bowlers haven't quite picked up the right length. You know, maybe the surface is a little bit soft and sticking in. Every time they bang one in, it's kind of ballooned through to Hunter Klaasen. Oh no. The out with a agree that according to where the game is now, with them just 2 down, 230 is not where they want to end up. Average, so it's about 262, somewhere there. So it's not a long way further than talking about the pitch. That's an illustration of moisture. No, it's just a poppy crease, but there would be with all the rain that's been around. So, ball having somewhat settled down, a bit older, might seem like there's less in it. New ball, a different story. Beautiful cover draft. Once again, slightly over pitch, but not a hot volley. And that is the rest beautifully.